All right, there we go. I don't know what that was about. All right, here we go. We are now live on YouTube. Do not know what that was about, but we move. All right, good morning to somebody that was in here, whether you're live on Twitter right now, whether you're live on Twitch with me, whether you're live on YouTube with me. I appreciate all the support. 1000%. Agent Zero was good with you. Josh was good with you. Congrats to all the Vikings fans, man. That was really basically an impressive win. That was an impressive win. That was definitely an impressive W to come down with. If you want the YouTube side of things, I know we just got started, but if you want the YouTube side of things, make sure you all come in and hit that thumbs up button for me as well. Make sure you all subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and liking the video helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across facts and stats and one be willing to type into the platform, whether it's the chat that they choose to type in, whether they're willing to join the stage. More importantly, the focus is, or the goal is to try to get them to come back on a day-to-day basis, and have them be a part of the family, man. It's a great family to be a part of. It's a great community to be a part of. And it's an amazing platform to be able to talk sports, and as I give everybody the opportunity to speak their mind. So keep that in mind. Chris Gann, good morning, my brother. Kevin O'Connell, the top 5 coach for sure. Can't tell me otherwise. I agree. So yeah, if you're on YouTube, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And if you want to extend your support for the platform, make sure you all become a member on the YouTube side of things. I have not got a member on YouTube in a long time. Make sure you all become a member on the YouTube side of things. There's 3 different levels you can join as. They all have different customized perks and emotes. And whenever I drop new podcast episodes, which I will be doing pretty often, you all have the ability to watch it live and more. So keep that in mind. On the Twitch side of things, I believe it is September. So if you are not a sub, I would love for you all to sub and extend your support for the platform. And also, if you have Amazon Prime, I will advise you to sub through Amazon Prime, as you get 1 free subscription per month with Amazon Prime. So these are ways you can sub like that. And then also you can sub through Prime like that. You simply connect your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account. And again, it's literally 1 free subscription per month. If you do it through Amazon Prime, you will literally have to resubscribe every single month through Amazon Prime, though, for free. Keep that in mind. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you all some of the topics that we'll be talking about. Fredo, what's good with you? So to show you all some of the topics that we'll be talking about today, and we're gonna go ahead and get into everything. Oops. All right. So this is what we're looking like today. Excuse me. Let me refresh the screen. I did a quick morning space as well. You all do not forget, I will be doing morning spaces at 10:30 roughly every morning, just to try to grab some new people or more people to come inside of the platform at 11 a.m. to talk during the show. So for today, we're going live at 11 a.m. today. I will tweet this out earlier. This is my latest time I ever tweeted it. Typically, if I don't tweet it by 10:50, I'll just wait, or really 10:30, I'll just wait till 11 a.m. But Vikings versus Bears recap, the first fact and stats week 1 power rankings. And then also, we'll be looking at the top 10 quarterbacks from week 1. So we'll be ranking all the quarterbacks that performed this past weekend or this past week, and rank them in order from 1 to 10. And that'll be that. And then, that'll be the show today. So I'm definitely looking forward to everything. We might sneak in some college football if need be as well. So I'm looking forward to everything. And we're going to start the show off this way with who you believe, or who is your AFC and NFC players of the week. Now, I know that's a late question, but if you are in here and you can think on the fly, who would you say? Oh, I missed this part. Who would you say is your AFC player of the week? And then who would you say is your NFC player of the week? And I'm now going to circle that over to, I forgot what I was about to say, bro. Oh, the last thing. And then also, if you want to join the stage and be able to speak your mind or speak on whatever the topics is, or even be a part of the power rankings, please feel free to come up to the stage via Discord. How can you join the Discord? You literally, a tweet will come out in a second, but that's the Discord to join the stage. Same for YouTube. If you want a YouTube, our fantasy league. Good luck, Black. I forgot. If you on YouTube, good luck, Black. I definitely appreciate that. Hold on, y'all. If you are on YouTube, same thing. You will join the Discord, and I'll put the Discord in the description if it's not in the description, which I don't think it is. All right, it is in the description. We're going to... Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Quarterback. 1 second, y'all. Black, good reminder. Gotta dive into the F&S Fantasy League. So I should put that. I'm gonna put that right here. I'm gonna start the show with that. Actually, I'm gonna put that after the Vikings Bucks. Yeah. Good look, Black. All right, sorry, I had to make some edits real quick to how I want the show to go. And all right, with that being said, if you want to join the stage, you have to head to the Discord like I just spoke on, and briefly recap or briefly share your thoughts on the game last night. Let me head to the Discord right now. But briefly share your thoughts on the game last night. Yeah, briefly share your thoughts on the game last night, and we'll then head over to everything else that I got for us to talk about today. I sort of kind of just spoke on my thoughts a little bit in the space. Make sure you all join the space in the morning time. But I sort of kind of just gave my thoughts a little bit in the space for the most part. So I'll sort of kind of say a little bit more right now. Probably really not much to add, to be honest, from everything that I was just saying. And if people come in here and join the stage, then I will just circle back to the game if anybody that may want to speak on the game. If not, I'll keep it pushing. Again, if you are on YouTube, thank you. If you're on Twitch, thank you. And again, if you're on Twitter, thank you for all the support. All right, last night we saw again the Vikings get the win 27-24. A lot really my thoughts for the last 5 to 10 minutes or everything I just said, it took about 5 to 10 minutes long, was literally in the space. So I'm not lagging. My bad. Sometimes I'll be having to check if I'm lagging. It was in the space. Pretty much I spoke to how I was impressed with how J.J. McCarthy closed the game out. In comparison to Caleb Williams, I spoke on how Caleb Williams had a really good couple of good drives in the first half. Really like the first quarter. And then after that, I really wasn't too impressed personally. I spoke to how Jordan Mason probably will be RB1 in Minnesota for the majority of this season. And just off of what they said in the offseason as far as how they plan on utilizing Aaron Jones. And then also them targeting a guy like Jordan Mason. So I do think Jordan Mason will probably be RB1 in Minnesota personally. But Aaron Jones will be effective in the run game and also the pass game. As you can see, his touchdown came through the air last night on a great ball from J.J. McCarthy. He also threw another touchdown to Jettis. It was good to see across the middle of the field. It was good to see Jettis get into the end zone as well. After he had a slow first half. And what else I want to say? Caleb Williams missed a couple of big throws in my opinion. Definitely highlighted by that missed touchdown throw to DJ Moore, which then led them to missing a 2-minute warning. Which then led to the whole 9. So they definitely could have got the ball back, in which they clearly did, but they would have had more time left if everything happened quicker as it was supposed to. So the Chicago Bears played without their top 2 corners. I was impressed with how Caleb Williams scanned the field and made, I think, the proper throws in the first half, I would say. And also how he even used his legs to either get a first down or get more yards or even throw on the run. As you see, he threw a phenomenal throw. I think that was to Rome on the sideline in that first half of that game last night. So this is a really disappointing loss to me, straight up, for the Chicago Bears. You cannot lose a game like this when you're trying to change how you're viewed within your division. And also really just the league, Caleb Williams was drafted at number 1 for a reason, to help change that organization around. What else I want to say? Excuse me. To help change that organization around. And then on top of it, they brought in a guy like Ben Johnson and more, and then even offensive line help, wide receiver help, tight end help, etc. So you got to thrive. And for them to, if you look at their second half possessions, it was disgusting. I mean, it literally was disgusting. This is what they did in the second half. Punt, 3 plays. Punt, 5 plays. Missed field goal, punt, punt. Not really putting much into this touchdown right here. But when you're up 6 or 17, you get the pick six after a punt, right? You're up 6 or 17. There's no way in hell you don't put that game away. There's no way in hell you don't put that game away. So this is very disappointing for the Chicago Bears. Going into yesterday's game, they were 3-15. Score. Jawando, what's up with you? Going into yesterday's game, they were 3-15 in their division over the last 3 seasons. So it's like you want to sort of kind of have these teams, the Lions, the Packers, and even the Vikings, who've been good teams over the last 2 years, right? You want to have these teams try to take you more serious, or you want to be taken more serious. I was yelling too much on Sunday, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was yelling too much on Sunday. My voice just cooked a little bit. But you want to have these teams take you more serious, especially with everything they're trying to do. So I'm really disappointed in the Chicago Bears personally. Like, you can sense, I guess, the quote unquote walk down coming. Like, you can sense the game shifting, and it's really a lot of credit to Kevin O'Connell. It's really a lot of credit to JJ McCarthy. I said in the space about an hour ago, I jazzed it like 30 minutes ago, that you typically don't see, I'm gonna call him Ricky. You typically don't see rookie quarterbacks change their performance in the same game. Like, they will typically have a bad game, right? If they're gonna have a bad game, they're gonna have a bad game. If they have a bad game or a mid game, whatever, they will try to look better throughout the course of the season, whether that's next game, 2 games later, 3 games later, whatever the case may be. But JJ in the second half looked completely different from what he looked like in the first half. And in my opinion, they didn't make things difficult for him in the first half. I just feel like he had to get settled in, and I think once he did that, you saw how he can perform at the quarterback level for this team, and you sort of kind of saw a little bit why they believe in him as the quarterback, or why they chose to let Sam Darnold go and start JJ this year. Not saying JJ gonna be anything special or anything like that, but they think that these guys can probably do similar things, or JJ can lead them in similar ways to how Sam Darnold did. What's good with it? Just tapped in. Y'all mentioned a backup tackle doing a great job that second half, and Eric Wilson too. Jawando, no, I have
Yo,
not.
yo.
What's good with you, bro? What's good, Wes? Jawando, appreciate you tapping in, but no, I have not spoken on that. I am not well versed with the Vikings offensive line or anything like that. So I did not peep anything from a backup tackle perspective or anything like that. But I will definitely take your word for it. Or also, if this is your first time in here on this platform, you can come in here and speak your mind as well in regards to what you saw in last night's game. As I see you're a Vikings fan, all you have to do is join the Discord, which is in the description on this video, and then join the Daily Show voice channel, and then come talk about the game last night if you want to. If Sam starts off like that, I don't know if he finishes like that. Okay. But yes, Wes, what's the word? I know you. Well, I don't know, but yeah, what's the word? I don't want to say that. But what's the word, bro? What you had to say about this Vikings and Bears game last night? I think Wes is up here, right? He might got it. Oh, I was muted on Discord. My bad. What's good, bro? I was saying, what's good, Wes? You got anything to say about last night's game? I was muted on Discord. My fault.
I was over here like, yo, but I was just chilling, like, all right, because I was like, what's the word? But
Yeah, my
anywho,
bad. What's good?
nah, you good, you good. Since I didn't hear you like what you said and what kicked it off, I'll just say, um, I guess my word for that game would be like perseverance. JJ, I think great example for any young kids watching that game to see a young quarterback persevere through some, tough times, rough times through that game, and still figure out a way to come through for his team, still be effective, and not give up on the work. He trusted his work, man, and his team trusted him. KOC didn't start doubting him after the pick six. He kept putting him in a position to help them win the game, and by golly, fourth quarter, he went and won them that game. So incredible stuff from a young quarterback. And I think it's a really, really good sign for any Vikings fans moving into the future. Um, Shout out to also their trenches. They started to when they really started to move the Bears line, the game changed. Um, Jordan Mason got going downhill. Aaron Jones getting going in the run game, and then things really, really like that tide started to turn. Caleb Williams for the Bears. Interesting game, man. I'm seeing a lot of split. A lot of people were split on it. Some people think he played a hell of a game. Some people think he was terrible. I think it's more in the middle, which is usually what it is with responses that are so split. But I would like to see Caleb improve. I think as a second year guy, he I think he leaves the pocket too much too fast. It's okay when it truly breaks down, but he bails a lot and he gets into this, like I was saying yesterday about Bo Nix. And I think he has more talent to pull this off than Bo Nix, but he gets into this phase where it's like, okay, backyard football. Let me go. Let me, I like broken plays where I could just go make something happen. But you want to see a guy playing structure more often than not. Maybe sometimes the Bears didn't do a good job of allowing him to do so with how they were blocking, how the receivers were getting open or not getting open. But you can't miss touchdowns. And like I said, when the pocket hasn't truly collapsed, you can't bail. And I saw him do that a few times last night. But I really enjoyed the game. Slow start, but a barn burner at the end. And that would be my 2 cents, man. Yo, yo.
Yo, what up, Wes? What up, man?
Oh,
What's the
I
word? How
was
you
muted.
living?
My bad. I was saying, my bad. I was like, why he cut me off? But
Oh,
I
nah.
was saying, Agent Zero's a Vikings fan. We're gonna go ahead to Agent Zero now. How did you feel about? How did you go through the ebbs and flows of the game as far as quarter one, two, three, four, and just talk about the game overall.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was more impressed with how the defense was able to still keep us in the game because there was a point in that time where if you look outside of that pick six, I mean, going into the fourth, it's still a 10-6 game, you know. And at any point in time, the way the offense was looking, they could have just, let that game go by the wayside. But so I was really impressed with the defense and Brian Flores kind of keeping his defense going. I wanted to see if Caleb was going to revert back to old Caleb because that way he started out, what I hate about Ben Johnson when he was with Detroit and Jared Goff is it didn't really matter what, scheme we tried to run, what type of pressure we tried to dial up. Like it was 3-step drop and the ball was getting out of his hands. And that was what Caleb did on that first drive, kind of that first quarter early on. So it's like, okay. Then he had a couple of plays where, if we get a little bit of pressure, he breaks down and he makes it, he makes a play up on his own. So I was thinking like, okay, is he going to be able to kind of stay in that structure the whole game long? Cause, we're going to keep down at the pressure to see if we can kind of break break what he's trying to do with uh, under his new head coach. And eventually, that did go back to how he used to play last season, where he, like Wes said, he's trying to make plays, backyard football. And once you start doing that, I think that's when Brian Flores' defense really, really thrives. So that there, and then I think you mentioned it too. In that second half, we went away from Aaron Jones, where in this game here, the finesse run game wasn't going to get it done. So we had to go with Jordan Mason. Shout out to the Niners. Appreciate you letting him go. But had to go with Jordan Mason to kind of have a more between the tackles run game. And I think that really opened up the second half for McCarthy to kind of get comfortable. Because, realistically, he's a rookie quarterback. The run game is always what they say is like the quarterback's best friend. So being able to run the football in that second half was I think a really important part of the game. And like I said, Kevin realizing that, okay, Aaron Jones, this isn't going to be his game. Last season, we didn't have a running back to go to outside of Aaron Jones that could be effective. This year, we got Jordan Mason, and that was, I think, a turning point as well. And like you said, JJ being able to finish the game out strong. Like I said, he's a guy. I think they said, I think I read something where he's, from his high school all the way until, now he's only lost like 3 or 4 games in his whole football career. So the kid just knows how to like win games. So I think he showed that, like Wes said, he trusted his all his preparations from last year, being out and sitting in the rooms with Kevin O'Connell, sitting in the rooms with Brian Flores, talking to offensive players, defensive players. He really kind of trusted what he's studied, and it came through in the fourth quarter. So good game. I'm happy that we got a quarterback that's mobile. Like you think about last year, even though I was a fan of Sam Darnold, and Wes, I was a fan of your guy Sam too. But that last touchdown where he, tucked it himself on that option route and or on the option kind of read it
Mm.
himself, we don't make that call with Sam Donald last year because he just didn't have that in this game. So the fact that we
Yeah,
have a quarterback that can
Mm.
do that outside of just having to pass the ball on when we get into the red zone, I think really opens up, Kevin O'Connell's offense even more because he was only able to show a bits and pieces of that with Josh Dobbs, but Dobbs isn't a thrower like McCarthy. So the fact that now he's got a quarterback that can actually make some plays with his legs, I think does open up Kevin O'Connell's offense even more than what we haven't seen at this point. So good game. But that's all I got on this one out here right now.
You said some good
yeah.
stuff.
I like what you said. Good point with the defense. Um, great point with the McCarthy versus Sam thing. Because Sam, it's always like if I need to run, I can run if a player is broken. But you can't call design runs for Sam. And when he's rolling out, he's definitely rolling out the pass. So yeah, man, I like every bit of what you said, man. What's your outlook on the season after the first game? Like, are you in a position where it's encouraged you to feel like y'all are still true contenders for the division? Are you more of a wait and see approach? How you feeling for your season outlook? Albeit one game, but yeah.
Yeah, albeit one game, I think we're still in the hunt for the division. I think we still got a strong, case to being number one because even if McCarthy if you say he cleans up how he played the first 3 quarters and he's just kind of even throughout the entire season, the defense is going to carry us and keep us in every single game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and we got stronger on both sides of the ball, like in the trenches, like you said. So we went and got Javon Hargrave and we got Jonathan Allen. We went and got, Ryan Kelly and Will Fries on the offensive side of the ball. So in Dershaw, starting left tackle, who's one of the top left tackles, he wasn't even playing yesterday. So I think either way it goes, we're not going to be out of any ball game just because our defense is going to pretty much keep us in any contest. So I think we still got a chance to win the division for sure. If JJ plays anything remotely like he played in the fourth quarter, we definitely got a chance to go. We at least just talking about winning the division. We definitely have a chance to win the division.
Will said. You said some good stuff for sure, and I appreciate you. Even another Vikings fan. Jawando, that was you. I didn't even know you was Wado. What's the word, Wado?
Oh yeah, that's my username.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
didn't know that
new
was you, Brody. What's the word, brother? What's your thoughts on the game
hey
last night?
man, I'm lit, dog. I'm hype as hell. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I lost a lot of faith when we threw that pick six, but nah, definitely after watching that Baltimore game last night, I definitely thought anything can happen. So like, or Sunday night, I should say. But Monday night going into that game. Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot about that. I need to But
No, you know what's funny?
yeah,
Before you continue, I was literally thinking the same thing. Like literally last night watching the game.
yeah, right. Like yo, this ain't over. We seen too
Yep.
much shit this week. I don't know. And so that was like, and the KOC he showed out. He kind of had some weird play calls, like that 2 point conversion that we didn't get, where he threw that shit to the tight end. That shit made no sense to me because I was like, why did you take Justin Jefferson out and then put Jordan Mason in and not run the ball? But it's whatever. We still won the game, and that's just like first week shit. So I don't think he'll still be doing that like after the bye and shit. But there, in terms of thoughts on the game. Holy shit, man. The defense in that second half, what a masterclass. Like Brian Flores locked in and he got over that little Ben Johnson shit because Ben Johnson been killing him for like the last ever since he's been with Minnesota. And so the fact that I know it's a way lesser unit than what he had in Detroit. But in the first half, it didn't look like it mattered. So the fact that he bounced back, that was impressive. I was very, very satisfied by that. And then they just showed life, bro. They just showed fight. Like, the fact to pull out a win like this is very encouraging, especially because this is the one part of the schedule that you need to kind of show out and take care of without Addison. And then Darisaw wasn't expected to miss the game. Our star left tackle, literally the second best player on our team, and this nigga missed the game like 20 minutes before the game. They announced he's not playing. So the fact that they like, and that's why I mentioned the backup school in the chat because I was like, yo, he in the second half, you didn't even notice he was on the field, so he did very well, and JJ was able to like get time and make those throws. So it was very impressive. You know, the comeback is good. There's a lot of shit to clean up still, but this is great to come off of and go into the home opener, and you're getting a bunch of guys back in Harrison Smith, Christian Darisaw. So I'm expecting. I got high expectations for this team.
Nah, well said, brother. You said high expectations. You said high expectations for the team.
Yeah, I expect JJ to. One, we should make the playoffs, and then I think he should have a chance to win a playoff game. Like it should be in his control. But that's a little far ahead without we don't know who's gonna be healthy, who they're gonna play,
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
even without all that information, I feel like I'm comfortable enough with what I saw. Like I expect like just one playoff showing, and then on top of that, KOC and Jettas they gotta make up for some shit in the playoffs because last year they both fucked up badly, and
Mm-hmm.
like those are literally like those are our two main pieces on our team. Like Jettas is the best player, and then KOC is the thing that makes everything go. So like y'all got to show out in the playoffs because even against the Giants, though, like a few years back with Kirk, they didn't do well, and like it was very noticeable. So I'm expecting to see them like show
Hey,
something different in the playoffs.
no, no, you didn't. I don't. No, I'm not. No, you did. Hold on, you did.
You good, brother? You're not muted.
That shit was hype though. That shit was hella hype, man.
For sure. I think Ev is either glitching or thinks he's muted when he's not.
Get some shit out.
Yeah, I was
Um,
just about to say, I think my brother's going through technical difficulties this morning.
yeah. So,
Jordan, I can hold it down. Jordan, what you feeling? I know you watched.
yeah, I'm just happy they beat them bums, to be honest. I hate them niggas in Chicago. Hope they go to 0-2 next week. We didn't look like shit this week, so I can't talk too much about them, but um they clearly got some shit that's gonna take some time just with the way that Ben approaches things. There's gonna be a lot of motion. There's gonna be a lot of pulling of guards. There's gonna be a lot of um, interesting, extra linemen. There's gonna be a lot of different shit that they're gonna be doing, and I think that contributed to a lot of their pre-snap penalties last night, and even some of their post-snap penalties. If you look at the plays with which they came on, um, and then so that'll get cleaned up as the first few weeks go by. Um, Caleb, I thought their offense actually, showed better process, better signs for the most part last night, but I do think it was a clear difference from first half to second half. And there is a thing where it's like, I remember we had Ben, I don't want to keep making it too Ben centric, but that is their head coach. I know when we had him it's just with the approach to the offense, it did in the third quarter sometimes tend to like go through its lulls. Last year we were the best second quarter team. The Lions were when he was calling the offense, and then we did go through our lulls in the third quarter. Then we would come up with a drive when we needed it in the fourth. So I think that's something to keep an eye on, just how their offense evolves from the beginning of the game through teams making adjustments through how they finish the games. Because last night it wasn't good at all until it was like they were down 2 scores and they had to throw. Defensively, they had to throw and was just trying to hold the lead. Their run game is meh to me. I mean, they broke some good outside runs, but I don't think they're gonna have a consistent run game. Like like he had here. So it'll just be interesting to see like how they adjust. Caleb made some throws last night that I think is what drew Ben to that job. But he also seemed like he consistently misses like the throw, like the money shot that could put a game away or that could really put slam they,
All the
on the
layups.
table.
Yeah.
He just misses that one throw, or the one or two throws. Like, that would have been the moment. So you got to start hitting some of those. Like, it's just one or two moments in a game, I think, that he's missing throws. Because he can make the throws. It's just like he doesn't. In one or two moments in a game. But yeah, not too much. 1 week, they got some shit ironed up. They'll get better as the year goes on. I still got them winning like 8 games or some shit. So nothing changed. Nothing that I saw last night changed what I thought they would be.
Yeah, my bad. Thank y'all for letting me know I was not on mute. Anyone else? Oh, D-Mac, actually, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing from you. But Joe, it's good to see you up here as well. D-Mac, talk about these quarterback performances last night. Who do you think was better and why? If one was better than the other, and then ultimately, I want to hear your thoughts on the game. I read a little bit of you and Shaggy back and forth, but I didn't grasp it fully. So I was looking forward to hearing you speak on the mic about it.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm finishing up breakfast. I thought both quarterbacks had issues. I don't think either was particularly good. I think you can tip your cap to JJ for the way in which he finished the game, personally, which does hold more weight in my personal opinion. So, Caleb, when I was going back and watching through the tape, I didn't see as many easy buttons as I would have liked to see, especially for Ben Johnson's offense. I think also Brian Flores does a really good job of trying to shut off some of those things, to not give Caleb kind of those easy things. He treated Caleb in a different way than he normally would treat like a Ben Johnson offense, because he didn't respect their run game, which obviously it kind of bore out of what it ended up looking like, as well as they didn't run the ball efficiently. So he dared them to make a lot of difficult throws on a consistent basis. And Caleb was able to create some of those plays, obviously, with his legs and his arm. But too many inaccurate throws for me to really say that he played a good game by any means. I don't think he was trash, but that's just me personally. JJ started out, poorly. Again, very inaccurate, and then over the course of the game, got settled in. Play action stuff started opening up some defined reads, and then once he got into rhythm, it started to feel like it wasn't Michigan, in which, hey, you get to the top of your drop and you know where you're going with the ball, then you can confidently deliver it there. Sometimes it's a little bit of a question mark, as far as the arm talent to get it to certain places, but he's got enough to operate within the structure of the offense. And then he does show off a little bit of athleticism as well. I think the thing with JJ reminds me of when I talk about two sides of the same coin, JJ reminds me of the conservative side of the Brock Purdy coin, in which he doesn't have as many disaster plays, but he doesn't take as many chances. And the pick six wasn't necessarily like him taking a chance. He was just late and didn't have the arm talent to beat him being late. And the Bears DB just never got out of his back pedal. He was sitting on it the whole way. So that's besides the point. As far as last night, I thought JJ finished well enough. I didn't think that he was particularly good enough over the course of the game to say that he had a good game, but he finished well. I mean, you got to give him credit for that. Caleb, I thought, was uneven. Obviously, the scripted plays worked to their advantage, with him, again, being able to operate within the structure of the offense. And then when things didn't, end up going well, then he was able to create with his legs and his arm too. And that netted them some points. Ultimately, neither of them, I would say both of them had C minus, D plus type of games. JJ was able to finish well. And Caleb was just inaccurate on a few of those throws too, which is, the big deal. People are killing him for the cover zero, DJ Moore hospital ball. I don't know. As a quarterback, there are unfortunate times in which you do have to put your wide receiver in a bad position sometimes, and that was one of them. He put the ball on the money, and the guy had delivered a great hit. It wasn't even like a helmet to helmet or anything. It was just a perfect hit right at where he was trying to tuck the ball, and you got to give him credit for breaking it up too. And that was an awesome play design by Brian Flores. So the funny thing about it is, I think both of these quarterbacks are obviously going to improve over the course of the season. I think they were both going into some difficult circumstances. Caleb a little bit more so than JJ, only because the Vikings didn't have as many defensive injuries as the Bears obviously were facing, given that Jalen and Briscoe were out. For the Bears, and Flores is a better defensive coordinator than Dennis Allen, but still Dennis Allen is pretty good, and he had some stuff early on for the Vikings they weren't ready for. Either way, the reality situation is, for me at least, the difference in the game came down to the Vikings being able to run the football, which helped them, stay more consistent on offense and certainly allowed them to finish the game better. And they were also the more disciplined team, and that's something that we got to talk about in the context of Ben Johnson as a head coach because he can't have that many penalties. They got Donald right for a holding that was, in my opinion, an idiotic call. That you don't when you snatch a defensive lineman, that's not a hold. That's just getting your ass kicked as a defensive lineman. But that's a full thing. Um, but the Bears were still too undisciplined, and you could tell some of the motion stuff that they were putting into effect. The offensive line wasn't fully ready for. So the detail-oriented nature of the offensive line was a question mark for me for the Bears, and it didn't come out to a great start. But Vikings more disciplined, and they had their run game rolling, which again, tip of the cap from KLC, because he always can do that at a high level. So yeah, that's my general feelings. I don't think either quarterback was good. JJ tipped the cap for being able to finish well and get them over the finish line. Ben Johnson got to be better as far as discipline as the team is concerned. And then also got to be better because the kicker, for whatever reason, whoever makes the call, special teams guy, it comes back to the head coach. He cannot kick that ball while it's returned. Either you kick it out of bounds or you kick it out of the back of the end zone. Those are your only two options there that cost them a chance to have any life at the end of the game. So um, that's really the big things. And yeah, that's my kind of feelings on the game. But I want to see the running game for the Bears improve, and they have to find easier answers. But I think that also is the tip of the cap to what Brian Flores can present as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, well said. I don't got to push back for what you just said. Then I'm not mad at it at all. When it comes to comparisons of the quarterback, and then also breaking down why the game went the way it went, in your opinion, with Kevin getting the running game established, also with Jordan Mason running the ball effectively and efficiently as well, and one quarterback delivering some throws, the other not when it mattered. So, yeah, Ben Johnson said they told the kicker to kick it out of the end zone. Unfortunately, I guess he just didn't make it up. So, hey, it is what it is. Fredo, what do you have to say about the game last night, my brother? Oh well, I know you was out. I know you was out. If you,
Yeah, can y'all
yeah,
hear me though?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh no, no. I only got one thing to say. I just saw a report today that one of the reporters said that JJ, throughout the course of the game, like no matter what happened, from the interception, from them going 3-0, from them like going being down most of the game, he never blinked. Never like for a rookie quarterback, was like to be that much of a leader, like that resonated in the locker room, and they said that O'Connell loved it, and the whole team rallied around it. And it showed in how he played in the fourth quarter, from what I saw. So just it's good to know your franchise quarterback is a leader. So that's just all I wanted to say.
Well said. Double back. I'm seeing your comments on YouTube as well in regards to Ben Johnson. One thing I want to add is the penalties. Oh yeah, the penalties was ridiculous. I think they had like 12 penalties for 100 plus yards. That's literally ridiculous. 1,000%. So good point out. Double back. Patrick, thank you for telling people to like the video. 20 y'all on here on YouTube. The YouTube numbers are continue to go back upwards. Thank you for that. If you're in here on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and also hit the thumbs up button, as that can help the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across Facts and Stats, the daily sports show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Joe, did you want to add anything to the Vikings and Bears game last night?
It's just a lot of question marks on Caleb, bro. Like, I mean, this is what his third coach in 18 games that he has a professional. You coming in, you got a new offensive line that they spend the bag on, and then at the beginning of the game, you kind of saw he did have some time to throw. He started 10 out of 10 for the game. First 15 was pretty good or whatnot, but I mean, it's question marks because it's like he's not a leader. Like I personally feel like he's not a leader. I've always had that question mark about him. And to point back to like what bro said, like there was a clip that I watched where there was down at halftime, and JJ was literally high fiving everybody that was coming in, just keeping the energy there. And if you really think about it, this is his first game in 2 years, like since college. Yeah, he played like 4 snaps or like seven. I think he played like 7 series in one preseason game. But this is actually like his first game in 2 years, coming off of torn whatever it was. So I just have a lot of question marks in terms of Caleb's demeanor. I think he kind of has like he kind of reminds me of Baker a little bit in terms of like the talent might be there, but the arrogance. And that's something I gotta watch out for, because I feel like if Ben Johnson feels like this is not the guy that like. There's some point in the season where he keeps you can't go into the game and make something worse. Like the intentional grounding when nobody was there, like 3-5 missed throws where receivers were wide open and intermediate of the field, out in the field. I mean, you like the improv, you like the scrambling, but what else can you add after you can't read your first or second progression? You're just gonna scramble and make something out of nothing. Like those are horrible habits, and you're gonna get hurt consistently doing that. I mean, they showed a stat in the game where last year he had, I think it was like 2 point something seconds of release, and then the beginning of the game he was having like 3.4 seconds to throw the football given on the first 15. But
I don't. I'm sorry. I got to push back on this. The things in which Brock Purdy has shown last year was him being able to go 1-2 and saying, "Well, I can't get to this progression. I need to create something outside the pocket." I don't know why that's a negative for Caleb Williams.
because
I don't understand that.
I feel like personally, Purdy has a better arm talent, even though he
That's not true at all. That's not even close to true. That's not even close to true. That's an insane thing to say.
First and foremost, that's how I feel. Secondly, I feel like Purdy.
We gotta stop with that's how I feel sometimes, bro. Some things just aren't true.
That's just not true. That's just not true, bro.
Yeah, like some shit is opinion based. There's some shit that's in fact. Like bro.
Secondly, I mean, we know the difference between the understanding the pre-notion in terms of seeing what the defense is giving you, and Caleb Williams still hasn't figured it out yet. Like I said, it like in the beginning of what I was saying, the coaching is like kind of like to play devil's advocate. This is the third coach that he's had, so I get it. Like to figure out somebody. Ben Johnson just came into this organization before the draft. So what we talk about, like what, March, April, and like they had a preseason, but the habits, the things that you're doing on the field are consistently after you can't settle in, or once you settle in, you think you could do everything, as opposed to Purdy, where I think he does settle in, but he doesn't think he does everything every single time. And that's the difference between what I see between him and Caleb. So that's something that I kind of like. To me, it's completely two different situations as well too. So it's like Ben Johnson, he's an offensive genius, quote unquote. This is what the best we've seen. Like I said, that's why I want to see what he looks like going on later on. But it's like it's really bad right now, given of what I saw yesterday in Caleb.
Okay. I want to say you did say a lot of things that I agree with, and obviously you said some things that people may disagree with. But all in all, I do appreciate you coming up here and sharing your thoughts on the game, because you definitely said a lot of good things in regards to Caleb Williams. So, yeah, man, I think I hit everybody that wanted to chime in. Any other final comments? I think D-Mac just came off mute.
I'm not sure with the third coach. I guess the fact that he's had three coaches. He's had two coaches. Am I making up the?
He's had what? He has the head coach, the interim head coach, and then now Ben Johnson. That's three different. That's 3 different years in your year. 3 different schemes that you're adjusting. It's just a whole different thing. Plus of the fact that they didn't have an offensive line last year, so you consistently he was the most sacked. What was he? The most sacked quarterback last year, or top 2, top 3, whatever it was. So
and some of that is on him as well.
Yeah, because he's either holds on to the football, is not making after the first 2-3 reads, or he's just inflicting more self-damage than what the offense is giving him per se, or like what the line is giving him per se. And it didn't help also that they didn't have a running game to complement him yesterday. I mean, when you look at the second half and you look at the Viking side, yesterday I was kind of mad seeing Jordan Mason run the way he did. I'm like, damn, we couldn't give him the $12 million he was asking for 2 years. Like, why is the Niners organization being cheap? And now we just signed Kendrick Byrne for $8 million for 1 year. Shit, bro. Get $4 more million, we would have had Jordan Mason, and we would have not used CMC for 30+ touches. Because at this point, we're gonna get him killed, and that's a whole nother conversation for another thing. But yeah, like
look on the Jordan Mason front, though. We appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think that
shout out the
no, I'm
Niners.
sorry.
Appreciate that. No, I was just saying, shout out the Niners. We appreciate it.
No, I think that the point of JJ is certainly fair because this is, his first circumstance coming into a game in almost 2 years, and obviously the fact that he had to do it on the road, facing, again, a good defensive coordinator in Dennis Allen, like, it's not the end of the world for him that he didn't have a good performance. I don't particularly think that it's in the world for Caleb. I thought that if they were getting a lot of easy stuff in structure and he was still having issues with being able to operate within that structure, then I would be more concerned. I just didn't see that, especially watching it back on tape. Now, if they come up in a matchup, I don't know, they get the Lions, it should be easier than the Vikings, but we don't know. Obviously, the Lions still have talent on that defense. And again, I think the Packers made them look worse than they actually are. Um, so we'll see. We'll see how it looks throughout the season. The thing that I'll say is this. I don't think I'm counting much of what you've seen from Caleb up until this point because they didn't have an offensive system before this. They didn't have an offensive line. He faced the most unblocked pressures in the National Football League by far last year too, when he took those sacks. In addition to again the things in which he messed up as well. So it's going to be a process. Ultimately speaking, I want to see a little bit better of improvement both from him and Ben Johnson, in my opinion, because I think they both left a lot to be desired based on what I watched on tape. But hey, again, Vikings get out of there. Got the improvement from JJ over the course of the game to be able to finish it out right and get the win.
Outside the schematics, the offensive thing, like his body language, like when things are not going for him, he seems just to put his head down and completely phase out, which in a 60-minute game, your mental fortitude as a player, first and foremost, comes first because as a quarterback, you're the one that has to execute everything. And that's why I say to me, it's question marks. Can Ben Johnson fix his dumbness, his I don't know. I don't even know the word to put on the shit that he be doing, but it's just like it rubs me the wrong way when somebody is consistently nagging, or if you're overthrowing and you're looking, your whole body demeanor changes. Like and last year when you look at games that he played, he had the same body language. Like it has to change. That's why I brought the Baker point where if you look at the when Baker got first drafted, and he even spoke about this as well too, where he said he had to humble himself and realize like when to take the shots, how to how to read pre-snap, like a lot of things that go into that. So that the coaching thing, him being under a coach that is an offensive genius that's supposed to be, like one of those ones to make a franchise change along with the quarterback that they saw from Caleb coming out of college. But when you got a good coach and you have somebody that their demeanor that's supposed to be another leader of men on the field, an extension is not showing that. That's also a question mark for me.
Yeah, I don't feel that way. I'm not a body language expert personally. That's never been something a ministry that I can say that I've really studied heavily. I've never really felt that way about Caleb in the way that he carries himself. I think it would have been very easy, and there are other quarterbacks that I have specific leadership and compete question marks about. And I'm going to name a name, and Miles is going to hate me for doing it, but Kyler Murray is a guy. If you were down 10 in that moment and there was 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, I think those types of quarterbacks would have folded and they wouldn't have tried to compete and get them down the field and score in the time that they needed him to. He didn't. He responded in that moment. And again, that's not to say that he is above those things or he's a perfect leader or anything like that. I just don't see him as that type of guy in the ways that I have question marks of other people about it. That's just me. Again, it's just my observation. I'm not saying that it's law. That's just how I view those things. So, but that's just that's my general feelings on that aspect of it. But that is obviously completely observational and opinion based too.
I agree with what you just said too. Like, that's just the feeling I get off of watching him, his demeanor. But I mean, I can't go based on what you're saying, how you feel about it. But I agree with some of the points you made as well too, especially about Kyler Murray, because I do feel the same way per se about him as well.
All right. Good conversation, you two fellas. We'll now go ahead forward and move it. Move it forward. Shout out to the Vikings again for a big win yesterday. I'm going to now give you all a quick dive, same way I was doing things last year. Give you all a quick dive into the Fact and Stats Fantasy Football League before we get into the Fact and Stats Week 1 official power rankings. If you want to be a part of the power rankings coming up in about 10 minutes, make sure you all join the Discord stage. To join the Discord, the link is in the description on the YouTube video. And also, to join the Discord, you can literally do ! Discord on the Twitch comments, or just click the Twitch page, and I'm pretty sure the Discord is there as well. So keep that in mind. And the night by night, okay, cool. Let me see. And also to join the stage, I actually have that pinned on Twitch now too. All right, Fact and Stats Fantasy Football League, y'all. I'm going to look at some Week 1 winners, some Week 1 losers. Pick out my matchup of the week, and that's it. If anybody else have any other fantasy questions, by all means, drop your fantasy questions in the chat now. I don't think I can. I know I'm not doing a show right here tomorrow while I'm sitting in the chair, so I'm gonna do this today now. This is typically on Wednesdays after the waiver wire, but we'll go here with it today. Week 1.
I have. Oh, go ahead.
What you about to say? You about to say something about fantasy or something else?
Yeah, I had a fantasy question.
Oh, you want me to wait for it? You want me to ask it now? That's cool. You want to ask it now?
Oh, all right. Neighbors for Debo and Jacoby. I say no. What say you all?
No.
Fuck no. That's what I
Good
said.
decision.
No.
Neighbors for who and Jacoby?
Debo Samuel. That's a no.
Fuck no.
Jacoby Myers?
Yeah.
Fuck no, Wes. What the hell?
It's like
Hell
you
no.
I
trying
mean,
to
unless
get
your second receiver is like Xavier Leggett or something, then maybe. But other than that, no.
Like neighbors and nigga, you just bet he
Xavier
gonna
Leggett is
get it.
crazy.
Like it's gonna get together, bro. Like that's a first round pick. I ain't no.
All right, so from the top on down, let me see if I can show you all any trees before I dive into it. If there's no trades on the screen, I'm not going to show it. We only had one trade really, where Ryan and Jordan completed a trade 4 days ago. Ryan traded Bucky Irvin to Jordan for Kenneth Walker. Ryan's idea for that trade was to have control over the Seattle backfield. What Jordan did was Jordan got Kenneth Walker from Lowe and immediately flipped Kenneth Walker for Bucky. He traded Matthew Golden and Tony Pollard to Lowe for Kenneth Walker, and then he took Kenneth Walker and got Bucky Irvin while signing Leggett, who did what on week 1? 3 for 10.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Not a damn thing.
And that's pretty much it, guys. That's the only thing we have from a trade perspective. That's the only thing we have from a trade perspective.
Bro. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, week 1, I'm gonna start on down. I am Mr. Blackball. If you know, you know. I do not have to elaborate on that. I won 114-86 against Rye. As you can see, my top performers were Zay Flowers, 28 points, Jaden Daniels, 20, Chuba, 18. Chuba is definitely heavily coveted. I want to say that, but rightfully so, I'm holding off. I did choose Josh Allen over Jaden Daniels. I do think Josh will have weeks where he's 30 plus more often than not. Not more often than not, but more than likely he will do that more than what Jaden Daniels will. I'm more of a Jaden Daniels fan. Y'all know, y'all probably heard me speak highly on him from last season on all the way to now. So the either or with them for me. But I think JD's a walking 20. He had like 66 yards on the ground. I think he threw a touchdown or 2, and it could have been more. To be honest, the wide receiver was dropping a couple of passes. Probably should have had 25 fantasy points, but it is what it is. Jahmyr Gibbs, I think he finished with 13 points. Is this looking at? Let me look at our box. We're looking at the overview. I'm sorry. No, scoring breakdown.
He had like 10 receptions for 30. So he had a lot of receptions for like 30 yards.
Yeah. I don't want to look at it like this. Why is it showing it like this versus then? Oh, Gibbs at 15. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm thinking Gibbs at 13. So yeah, he has Kenneth Walker and Tyrone Tracy. I'm gonna just give my honest opinions, y'all, as I'm going through this scoring breakdown. My honest opinion. I'm no head honcho. I don't know fantasy football more than the next. This is just my opinions. So, my team is featuring Jaden Daniels, Jameer, Chase, Zay, Olave, Mark, Chuba, Chalalup. I knew the Ravens defense was a wash for the first 4 weeks, but I got them for what they would be later on in the season when it matters the most. So them having -7 against the Bills, that did not matter to me personally. I knew I probably still win my week 1 matchup. Mark
You didn't
Andrews.
have to start him though. You could have picked up another defense and
Nah,
started
I'm
that
not
defense.
dropping nobody. If anything, I shouldn't have picked up Damian Pierce, but that's okay. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, that's so you could drop him.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
he's not gonna be my team next week. But Ravens defense can start. It started with the week 2 though, not week 3 and 4 though. So yeah, I
What they got
started
next week? The easy one?
The Browns.
Browns?
The
Yeah.
Browns.
So they start with the week 2, but week 3 and 4.
No Flacco about the lights all that shit.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Tyler Luke 13 points. That's expected for me. I target him in both my fantasy leagues. Mark Andrews might have to work his way back into my starting lineup. I'll probably go with Dallas Goedert week 2. Because that's the reason why I drafted 2 tight ends, because I wasn't that high on Mark personally. If I can go back to the draft, I looked at it. I made one mistake, and I think it's probably in my notes. Let me show you I'm not bluffing. Hold on. I pray it's in my notes. Let me show you I'm not bluffing.
While he's looking for that, I wanna go on record. Rye, I respect. He's one of my guys. I think his team is worse than Misha's team last year.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out on record.
No,
Jesus Christ.
And I'm gonna get to his team in a second. And I don't got it in my notes. I think I deleted the notes after the draft. But I came into the draft with targeting, and this is my biggest mistake as I thought back on it this morning. My biggest mistake. I came into the draft targeting Tyler Warren. I looked at the draft and I had no idea. I had no intentions on drafting Mark Andrews. I took Mark Andrews at 94. Tyler Warren went 96. That's probably my biggest mistake on the draft. Oh, also on top of taking Olave before Mecca when I wanted to get a Mecca at 75. That's my top two. Now, if I had a Mecca and Tyler Warren, look at my team then. What can niggas say? But anyways, here nor there. I still think I have a good turnout. Bench was solid. Nothing really to say there real quick. Going over the ride team. I mean, I hit him today for a trade. He did give me we can talk about it next week. But, I mean, yeah, this shit is rough. You know, I like Neighbors. I like Trey from a name value perspective. Damn. Yeah, this shit ass. I'm just being real. This shit is ass.
You scroll down.
This shit ass.
I can't see behind your picture.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good.
I told him today with his wide receivers, I'm not even going to ask you for Neighbors, right? Because that's Malik Neighbors. Like, I be having to respect the people to not even ask you for your best guy. I'm like, bro, you got Malik. I'm not even asking you for Malik. But outside of Malik, I'm struggling to find where the consistency will come from at your wide receiver position for me to even entertain moving a certain guy or guys on my team, right? So, I don't know.
We in the same league, so I'm not gonna say too much. But I see like two. Like, I don't think it's as dire as y'all think it is. I'll see 2 fixes that'll be fine. And it'll be fine.
What's good with y'all? What up, y'all? What up, though? How y'all doing?
What's up, bro?
What's good, bro?
What's up, bro? They saying your team ass.
I know. I heard. I'm just. Do we? I'm okay. I'm trying to do this right. It's week 1. Tedder McMillan's wide receiver 1 in Carolina, as we saw with the target volume. Does that not matter to y'all, or like, how's that just shaping up to be worse than Mish? I have Trey McBride, who has a good target share too as well. Like, I have great PPR in a full PPR league. I'm not getting how my team is just worse.
Wes, you made the Mish statement.
So look,
go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it tall with you. I'm gonna keep it tall with you. Mish, if I'm not mistaken, her running backs were Pacheco and Swift last year. Your running backs are Tyrone Tracy and Kenneth Walker right now. Now, granted, I like K9 in name. That being said, week 1, shout out Barry. I thought he was crazy for what he said. It looks like K9. Now, I don't know if he was ailing in week 1, so that's why they did it. But Zach got more touches than him.
He was. I don't know if that's why they did it.
Okay. He was ailing.
That is the thing about K9 is always ailing.
He's always ailing. Yeah. Of course.
K9 is dealing with a toe injury. He's been dealing with that since OTAs. He missed OTAs actually this year. And they're just easing him in. Like, I took game 1 as them easing him in because Charbonnet's been the talk of camp. Charbonnet's been great in OTAs. Gary Kubiak loves Charbonnet. So I'm like, K9 in that role is going to be great too because K9 had a great year last year in PPR.
And this year, you with Kubiak, who was a great PPR guy with running backs, as you saw with Kamara last year. So I'm like, might as well have a chance and go with that scheme. That's why I told Jordan in the DMs. I said, I love the scheme. I love the scheme that he's in.
Yeah, I don't even hate that. What I'm saying,
Sure, they think I held you down by gunpoint for that trade. Sure.
I get why they do that. It's just like I get it. I guess they don't see what I see, and I understand that. Like, we all got different brains.
It's only a value thing. It was only
that's why I said that. Because like if K9 did training camp and was healthy, he would have been a higher pick. Because like K9 usually goes like late second, early third, and Low got him for like an early fourth. That was a good value for him.
I had him in like the mid 30s.
I promise K9
I thought he would be a third rounder.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going first 2 rounds, but I had him in like a mid third rounder type shit.
And either way that goes, my only thing is if a guy's been dealing with something since OTAs and it's still lingering, probably not a great sign. Now y'all say they're just easing him in and maybe he's healthier than his snap count in week 1. But it worries me. You said what?
He had no preseason either. So just imagine that, like just no preseason, and then you just like you're ramping up during games. So
what if Zach just continues to look better and more efficient and effective on runs? Then what?
Then I have Zach. Like, do you like to have Zach? That's why. That's the only reason why
you would have had Zach and Bucky. You would have had Zach, Bucky, and Tyrone.
But what if K9 just pops? Like, K9 is just now. You know what I'm saying?
This is my thing about what y'all are saying with K9 coming to the season. I get value versus Bucky. I'm not dumb. Like I get one be valuable more than another. I'm cool with that. I think everybody in here would have had K9 as a mid third round pick. Type value coming to the season. Top 40 level pick. Right? Yes or no?
Like he's there if he doesn't have the injury. Like
no.
But that's a big hindrance for me personally when you're asking.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the value of the we're not talking about some scrub in fantasy injuries. No. Like we're talking about a bona fide RB2, low end RB1 level when he's healthy. It's just the health though.
We're also talking about a guy who's going to be in a better offense and get more touchdowns this season through the air or on the ground. And Bucky Irvin is low. Like that just does not make sense.
I don't think Bucky and PPR is good. Honestly, though, as we saw week 1,
he 1,000% would have more fantasy points than K9. 1,000%, probably by 30.
Why do you keep stressing the PPR like Bucky won't?
That's what I care about more.
But he's going to have more fantasy
points than K9. I have Bucky in other leagues. That's why I keep
he's probably going to have.
That's one thing, but he's going to get work in the passing game. Yeah, I think. He won't get as much as K9 maybe, but it doesn't mean
K9 route participation was actually good, and Tracy's that's what I'm looking at.
I do think they overreacted to the Tyrone Tracy thing because they're going to throw that nigga the ball.
Yeah,
this week 1, I think Tracy is going to be a solid RB2 just off of just catching the ball and the nigga might actually pop. It's just my thing. I probably would have just had Jordan maybe give me one more piece, but other than that, I'm that's my only gripe with the trade. I would have maybe got trying one more thing. That's it.
And also with K9, Kubiak runs a lot of outside zone, and K9's a great outside zone back for the scheme. That's what I keep telling you.
Unless say K9 ends up not being good this year. Let's say Zach ends up taking over the backfield. That's something that coming into the season, people maybe thought Zach would get more touches. Him totally taking over the backfield, if that happens, I don't think that's something that people would have foresaw happening coming to the season. So that's a bit of that would be some revisionist shit to try to say, I would like to make the value seem more skewed than it actually was coming into the season before we actually saw gameplay. That's the only time I'm like, well, I'm not going to use game. Yeah, go ahead.
The only thing that I hear all parties, but it's no way anybody that plays fantasy football targets trading K9 for Bucky or Bucky for K9 to have control over a backfield when it's widely known / expected for Bucky to have more fantasy points than K9. And also K9 is basically viewed as an injury prone or always ill, like I just said, running back. So if he does go down or if he does whatever, you have Charbonnet to step in and start right away while still having Bucky. I don't understand that. But just to solely have control over a backfield, but we're never going to see. I can go out and say right now, we're never going to see Bucky have 5 points on a week this year ever. This whole entire season, we're never going to see Bucky have 5 points. That's a fact. Ever.
It's okay. I get it. Y'all just
Yeah,
don't like
I
to
mean,
trade.
you can't. It's fantasy. You can't
That's
guarantee
why.
that. Like there can be
I
a
can
there can
guarantee. No,
be
I
a
can
week where
guarantee that. I can
That's
guarantee
why I
that.
said
there can be
my
a
I
week.
can
first move.
guarantee that.
Like
It's
I'm not the other manager on the other side. My first move, I would have tried to see. I would have tried to see if I were in right position. Like I don't want to. I'm not. He's his own man. Like I don't want to. I would have tried to see if I could get Rashad off of Ev first. That would have been my first move because I do think Bucky has more upside than K9.
I ain't even think of
So
that.
I would have tried. I said this in the chat yesterday.
That's
I would have
Yeah,
tried
you
to see if
said
I
it.
get Rashad first. If I couldn't get Rashad, then for me, I'm just being honest with you because I've been someone like and then maybe I just would have been wrong about K9 with what I'm about to say. I've tried to get K9 literally in every league for like the past 2 years, 3 years. I can't remember. I think I might offer BJ Gibbs for K9 at one point last year. Some crazy shit
oh,
because
you
I
was
had
high on that
Charbonnet.
nigga.
I'm
You was
always
high.
high on it. This is the thing. So like, I'm personally always super duper high on wanting K9 on my team. I think he's with Charbonnet though. Like if I'm gonna have him, I gotta have Charbonnet. If I have both based off of previous years, just for me personally, and maybe I would have been wrong with this assessment going to this year, so maybe that would have hurt me if I would have kept K9 and then gotten Charbonnet. I would have been. That's why when we talked about potentially, retrading back, I'm sitting there in my chair. I'm like, okay, like I'm cool. Like before we saw the game Sunday, obviously, but I'm cool. Like I would have been cool either way if I got Charbonnet. Now, if I just had K9 with no Charbonnet and no Bucky, then yeah, I would have been kind of like, I don't know about this. That's why when I asked Rod for Bucky, I said, if you don't want to trade me Bucky, then what's the price on Charbonnet? Because I'm cool with having both of them.
And then like another
That's just
thing,
me.
and
That's
so
just me. Maybe I would have been wrong.
and one thing we say up here, we say we can't trust everything coaches say. So like, imagine if Charbonnet just didn't get that total and all them touches just week one, and it was just dominated by K9. Like imagine if K9 got the touchdown this week instead of Char. Like what would the talks be today?
So,
It would have been
so let me
flipped.
ask you
It
a question,
definitely would
right?
have been
So
flipped.
I can understand, and again, I have no comment on that what you just said because I think that they were probably going to trend in that direction anyway, personally. But let me ask you a question from a RB1 RB2 perspective, not
Wait.
Zach,
Then why were y'all?
not Zach out snapping him though. Now what you about to say? I did not expect that. Now what you about to say, Jordan?
I said, then why when Lowe this is the thing with me. Then why when Lowe traded K9 for Pollard
Bro,
and
Tony
Golden, y'all
Pollard
were like,
sucks. Like, and it's Tony. I'm not
so,
a fan of Tony Pollard.
and then it's
not like
no,
Matthew
no,
Golden
no,
is
no,
stepping
no,
in. It's
no,
not like
no,
Matthew
that's
Golden
dumb.
is stepping in and being like he would
No,
he would
y'all,
be wide
y'all can't
receiver
have it
one all
both ways,
year.
bro. Y'all can't have it both
Bro,
ways. Y'all
K9 is
can't,
clearly better than Tony
talk about
Pollard.
y'all are talking about K9 like he's trash. So
No,
y'all
it's
wait.
also about the value, brother.
Oh,
How
okay.
can one man say I'm only trading somebody for second round value and Tony Pollard drafted in the fifth or the sixth round and K9 was drafted in the third or fourth round and you trade Pollard and Golden for K9? I can understand that. I'd rather just have K9 in that trade though, because Golden is not a wide receiver I'm going to willing to start on a week to week basis. Nobody can tell me right now they will feel confident starting Matthew Golden on a week to week basis. So therefore, I'm canceling out the wide receiver aspect of it because it doesn't really matter. He's on my bench. I'm then going to look at the running back on head on, and I would rather much start K9 100% of the weeks than Tony Pollard 1,000%. That's the biggest difference of that trade. You can't tell me I'm wrong with that.
I think no. If you narrow it like that, then yeah, cool.
But anybody that plays fantasy football should look at it like that, though.
Okay, if you don't look at the value of the guy who's quote unquote going to be on your bench and how their value across the league, because when I traded Golden, people like I was in talks with 5 people about him, and he was a trade piece that I was able to shop and potentially upgrade for other pieces. I ended up using him to get that deal because I wanted K9. Golden was very valuable when I was talking with people in trade talks. So you have to think, you can't just think about, oh, well, this dude's gonna be on my bench, you're not gonna be doing shit. No, you have to think about the potential for a dude and how he's valued across the league as well, to which you can potentially flip it to other things.
That's why I understood.
Everybody values niggas differently.
I understood.
Like at the end of the day, them niggas value
exactly,
K9 niggas differently than we do.
And
that's why that's just how it is.
And that's why I understood low thought process on why he did the trade. That's low thought process. I understand that. He said he's banking on Golden popping or whatever the case may be. Cool. I'm speaking from what I said. I'm speaking on what probably even Shaggy said, and etc. And then also, if you want to even take a deeper dive into it, which we'll get to his team in a second. But I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up now.
Banking on it. It's not what I'm doing too. I'm banking on K9.
Right, you're not banking on K9 because there's no way in hell he would have more fantasy points than Bucky Irvin. Literally no way in hell, and I wanted to bet anything on that. He would not have more fantasy points than Bucky Irvin.
That's not true though. That's not true though.
What do you mean it's not true? I wanted to. Bucky Irvin would have more fantasy points than K9. I wanted to bet on it. I wanted to bet on it. I wanted to bet on it though.
He's a great pass catcher and he's an explosive outside zone.
Fredo, who do you think will have more fantasy points this year?
Like you said, no. Like my thing, nigga, it's no way.
Yeah, because I can 100% say that confidently. You're basically agreeing with it, but you don't want to say how I'm saying it. You're basically just going to say I think Bucky's going to have more fantasy points. That's all you're saying.
I think everybody.
Nobody on this stage will bet me on that.
I'm high on Bucky too as well. Like I'm
everybody
not.
Would, dude, everybody would say Bucky, but I think you're. And I'm not saying you should be. You're very high on Bucky. You had this since last year. I think this is like 5 to 10% of your passion about this particular player in this particular topic. I don't think you're making any points you don't believe in, but I think just a little bit of how high you are on Bucky, and rightfully so, in my opinion, is why you're as excited about this particular.
Right? Yes, that could be true. Bro, there were 2 running backs that were going to take a jump this year as far as where they were going to be drafted at. And that was Chase Brown and Bucky Irving. Everybody knew that. Like, literally, everybody that plays fantasy football, you can watch any fantasy football videos, it is 2 running backs that was going to jump from an ADP standpoint, where I like to bring up, in comparison to what they were last year. One is even waiver guys or even getting drafted late, in which I took Bucky super duper late. In the comparison to where they'll be drafted this year. So that's why Chase and Bucky were wildly going in 2nd and 3rd rounds minimum. So everyone knows the same way I can say Chase Brown 1,000% will have more fantasy points than K9. I can say Bucky Irvin 1,000% will have more fantasy points than K9. I can take how much I like him out of it. It is 5 to 10% like you just said, how I'm speaking on it. But then let me then speak to low team real quick. To the Matthew Golden trade. Let me tell you why it basically cancels out. Why I don't really, again, that's why everybody have different trade strategies and everybody trade differently. Matthew Golden is now featured on low bench, right? We're going to ignore George Kittle getting hurt. George Kittle's supposed to be a starter. Matthew Golden will now be on low bench for the next couple of weeks. Whatever you potentially get out of Matthew Golden on a week-to-week basis, right? Because obviously it will fluctuate. You still have Debo. You still have Darnell, who didn't play week 1, but who had 1,000. I think he had 1,000 yards last year, or basically. And you still have Jacoby Myers now, who has to start, right? Who all these guys that I just listed, from a fantasy football perspective, points-wise, will be in the same ballpark as Matthew Golden. Do you disagree?
Wait, say that again. Sorry. Who will be in the same ballpark as Matthew Golden?
Jacoby, Darnell, and potentially Mooney. They all will be in the same ballpark as from a Matthew Golden from a fantasy points perspective.
I disagree.
Wait,
Jacoby, what? Yeah, no, I agree with that. Jacoby, Darnell is. I got to see Darnell repeat what he did last year.
Mooney, no.
Jacoby, no.
Jacoby,
You're saying no to
Jacoby. You said no. I said yes to Jacoby and Debo. I said Mooney is the one. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Shit, Debo the one that I'm iffy on. But cool, either way. Yeah, I can understand why you're more iffy on Darnell. But the point is, now look at that now, right?
Man, this is all a value thing, man.
Yeah, it don't even matter, bro. At the end,
that's what we came to conclusion. Wes, we just said what's the value, man.
Rod traded a 2nd round pick straight up for a 4th round pick. And it was like, it's not just the 2nd round. I think he took Bucky with, was it the 19th pick? What pick?
It was 16.
Like that's what the frustration is. That's where that's coming from. For the people who are upset. Hey, it's his team, it's his decision to make. But that's where the frustration is coming from. All the people he passed up on at 16 to then go flip that 16th pick for a 4th round pick. That is what people are upset about. He didn't get any extra value in the trade. It was just 16 for 40 something. That's what people are upset about. And I think when you think of it that way, you start to understand, okay, that's what the frustration stems from. I mean, that's where it comes from.
I'm glad you just explained it that way, with all due respect, because how you pass on Puka, how you pass on BTJ, how you pass on Drake, how you pass on AJ Brown, Kyron, these are guys that will pop throughout the season, right?
If I go wide receiver 1st round, I don't draft wide receivers in the 2nd round.
Who you draft in the 2nd round? This is the 2nd round we talking about.
This is what I'm talking about.
He's saying
I draft a running back in the 2nd round.
He said he never goes 2 positions back.
I never go 2 wide receivers, especially
but then you don't go Trey McBride in round 3 and you get K9 right there.
Come on, bro.
Hold on. This is what I'm saying. We spiraling a little bit. How am I going to get K9 in the 4th round when Lowe took him before me?
That's not
You
the
take
point.
him at
Your
round
draft
3,
strategy-
brother.
No, that's what Ev just said.
Yeah, because you were taking
No.
that then round 3 instead of Trey
Yeah,
McBride.
your draft
Nigga.
strategy changes. Is
Hey,
what
Exactly.
Ev is
now,
saying.
hold on. Now we
You
just
go
said we
Neighbors
talk
and
about
Puka.
fantasy. Have we ever seen Trey McBride fall to a late 3rd round pick?
It doesn't matter. You take the running back at that point, though.
But guess what,
No.
Rod?
Now y'all
Okay,
say
Rod, you're
we
right.
talking
You're right
fantasy.
about that. You're right about that.
Okay.
But guess what? What happens? Guess what happens? Then you still start turning value. It's all about value. You're looking at it from, well, I took Neighbors in the 1st round, so I had to go running back 2nd round. That's your strategy, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But what
That's
we're
all right.
saying is the value on that board for what you ended up moving the 16th pick for, you could have gone Neighbors, Puka, Trey McBride. I guarantee you, nobody on this stage is sitting up here looking at you crazy. I went wide receiver to start my draft. Nobody was looking at me crazy. I turned my 4th round pick into Brees Hall, turned my 5th round pick into Swift. I flipped Swift and Jettas, albeit, for A-Chain, 2nd round pick, and Garrett Wilson, 4th round pick. There were other options you could have, it's just a value thing. You turned the 16th overall pick into K9, bro. I don't think people are going to respect that. And I think, again, you got the
I'm not asking y'all to respect it. I'm not asking y'all to respect it because it's like, I know y'all gonna look at me crazy. I'm like, after I saw the outrage, I'm like, all right, they don't like it. So I don't care that I don't like it. I'm just explaining my part of the situation. I'm just like, this is why I did it.
What the hell y'all talking about up here, bro?
We just talking about fantasy. That's all.
Yeah, it was wanted to go over that trade. We still got everybody else's team
Yeah.
to go through. We might as well just.
And like I keep telling y'all,
And
bro, like,
Ev is really, really funny, bro. Ev said, I can't remember if it's any trades that we went. He knew he wanted to talk about that fucking trade, bro.
I knew it was coming. I'm like, come Thursday, we're gonna talk about this trade.
Trade for 2 days, bro.
We surprised though. It's Ed, bro. That's what they
My
need to
nigga
be
been talking
on,
about this
bro.
trade for 2 days, gang. No cap.
Bro, like, come on,
weekend.
just say you want to talk about the trade, bro. Like,
Again.
you don't gotta you want to fake go into the I don't
Again.
remember if there's any trades.
Again.
Here you go.
My team last year was ridiculous. But
That's it, Ev. Deep breath.
All my
Deep breath,
trades,
Ev.
all my trades were good business. We can literally walk that back down right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they weren't good business because I seen they talks. It was literally simple and straightforward. But again, like Wes just said, again, whatever, bro. They did what they did. I can say one thing. I can go out right now and I'll be stunned if Ryan make the playoffs. How about that? I'll be stunned. And I'm willing to bet on record right now if you want to bet on record. I know my record will be better than yours.
I mean, you had a stack team
Oh
last year.
my
That made it.
God.
I know
As
my
I
record will
said,
be
like
better than yours.
they keep getting amnesia. They had some of the greatest teams last year.
But we
and
can
it's
look at
off.
my
I don't
trades and look
get
at your
that.
trades though. I didn't make no bad business moves.
I mean, bro, he made one trade, gang. It's
I
still a
mean,
full
one
I know
trade
I'm
and
not
this.
saying he did
And we
anything
don't know
bad
the
business.
future.
Okay, Rod, do you want to bet on record? That's what I want to cut it to. My record versus your record.
Man.
You said
Yes,
yes?
you want to bet money so
Okay.
badly. Yes.
Okay,
bro.
50 on record.
50.
Cool. Put it in my notes.
Fantasy record bet is wild.
It's
Oh
insane,
God, Jordan,
bro.
like that's
That shit
insane,
crazy, bro.
bro.
Niggas
That shit
can
is
get here
crazy,
tomorrow,
You
bro.
niggas, you niggas are gambling addicts, bro. Like you niggas just love.
I know the
I
number,
love
bro. No
I swear to
bullshit,
God.
man.
They just like gambling, bro.
I love
Damn.
bro.
All right, cool. Let me get to this next matchup, please. Like I said,
That shit is real life.
I took care of business around week 1. Shaq for sure. Shaggy Belt Boys. Ain't nothing. Week 2, we had Fredo with the Lambs.
That's the same that got swept last year.
Hey, bro.
We got Fredo with the Lambs week 2. Fredo played against Miles, who actually just joined the stage. Fredo got to win 121-76.
My team was super ass.
I'm actually a
Super,
fan of
super ass.
Fredo team. I'm actually a fan of guys that go 3 wide receivers. Actually, the first person that I saw do it was someone in Swipers leagues last year, and I saw how that set him up to. I don't know what happened, but I think he went far. And it looked like I don't know how his draft went. But it looked like he went.
Well, he won.
He won. Fredo went 3 wide receivers first out of his first 4 picks. I look like as I'm looking at this. I'm assuming Mike Evans went 4th round. But
I went 2 receivers and Josh Allen.
You 2 representing Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, he drafted.
I said 3 out of the first 4 picks. Yeah, I said 3 out of the first 4.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so
Mike was my 5th round pick.
You said who?
I got Mike in the 5th. I got Mike in the 5th. I got Kittle in the 4th.
Oh, you had Kittle. Okay, sorry. Damn, you had Kittle.
Yo, you in double onesies, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
My nigga had CD, Drake, Kittle, and Mike. It's still a good turnout regardless, though, but damn.
Nigga, see what happened to Kittle? I would have been fucked if he got hurt.
Yeah.
I would have had even worse bags. I was like, I made a solid trade for me, man.
But yeah, I mean, Fredo team performed obviously headlined by Josh Allen. CD Lamb turned out with 18 points. Drake London did not have the what you typically probably would have.
All he needed to do was catch that touchdown. This shit looked totally different, bro.
Yeah, he didn't get a touchdown, so he finished with 13 points. Still good for him. Tucker Craft finished with 10 points. Mike Evans gave him 10 points. Obviously, he'll be producing more throughout the season. He had a couple of guys. Well, he had a guy pop on his bench. Came on late with Keon Coleman with 25. Travis Hunter, it does not matter. He's on the bench, but he had 9 points. He will definitely do more going forward from an offensive standpoint. And
that nigga was a better throw away from getting at least like 12 points, bro.
Yeah, and his biggest weak spot is obviously the running back position. But long as he has one or two of these guys scoring on a week-to-week basis, he'll be fine. This is a guy that I rank in my top 5, my own personal top 5 when it comes to fantasy football. At the moment, Miles' team on the other hand, simple put, I mean he's headlined by Jettas and St. Brown. St. Brown did not live up to what he could do typically. He finished with 8 points. Bo Nix is trash. His backup quarterback is trash, so we'll see what we do in that aspect. He's headlined with James Conner as his best running back from a fantasy perspective. He also had Trey Benson on his heels. Not going to get much from DeAndre Swift throughout the course of the season, in my opinion. Laporta will be solid for sure. And yeah, man, Rod can definitely upgrade at the running back position, in my opinion, and flex. And I think he said yesterday he needs a flex anyway, so he knows what he needs to do. And yeah, that's my only comments. I mean, Hunter, he got 3 tight ends. I didn't even know that. Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry, and Laporta. He has added on.
West came to him with great trades last night. He passed on West. There's what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
man. I see the vision with the Vikings players, man. Jettas and Addison gonna carry you, man. Don't listen.
Nah, you can't.
I ain't tripping, bro.
No comment.
Niggas ain't finna try to get over on me again. Hell nah. Fuck that. I'm cool. Cool on you niggas, bro. Especially this nigga.
Bro, we did good business. Don't say that.
Wait. No. I ain't talking about you, West. Me, you always got good business, bro.
I was about to say, we ain't even had no trade talks yet.
Wait, who you talking? Me?
Yes, nigga.
I got over on you last year.
No, I'm not. I never said.
You just said niggas not gonna try to get over on me again as if I did it.
But look.
You did say.
Yeah, the good word. I'm like, wait, huh? We made good business last year.
On, bro, damn.
Okay, I'm calm,
said,
bro.
Okay, let niggas make a trade. Damn, niggas got over on Miles. Niggas just do like, nah, bro. It's over with. We ain't going for none of that shit no more. Okay.
I respect that. But me and you made good business last year. That's why I'm confused. I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, I thought we had something going on with each other. But that's why I said I'm Mr. Blackball. It's cool though, Miles. I got it. I know your head. I'm not mad at it. He just used the word again as if we made bad business before. It's crazy. We never did that.
I never said we made bad business, F. When me and you made that trade, what was the same consensus that niggas had about that Jordan and Rod trade? Niggas had that shit when me and you traded last year, bro. Be for real.
What was the trade, by the way, if you know?
Nigga, you know what it is.
I'm not even sure. Can anybody know what the trade was? Miles, I don't know what it was, bro. I'm not trying to be funny.
All right, bro.
Do you know what? I'm not trying to be. I swear I'm not trying to be funny.
How did I end up? How did I end up with Kyler Murray?
We did Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts, right? Yeah, we swapped quarterbacks. That was it, right? What else was on it?
No, that was a swap. It was that.
That was the swap.
That was it.
It was a swap.
Yeah, nigga.
Well, if niggas is crying over quarterback trades, but I generally don't care. Like, yeah, you wanted to stack. Okay. I think you wanted to stack with Kyler and Marv, right? You had Marv.
Yeah, I had Marv.
Yeah, you wanted to stack. If niggas is going with a stack from a quarterback and wide receiver perspective is different from trying to control a backfield. Let's make that very clear. Going with a stack and trying to control the backfield is two different things.
It was the Marv trade, bro.
Bro, what? Okay, yeah, Bo Nix court. Yeah, Bo Nix Courtland Sutton stack. Yeah. The nigga stack don't matter. Like, the stack don't really matter if niggas are scoring for real, bro. Like,
bro, hold on.
No. I thought the T. Higgins Burrow stack would be nice. It did not work out well for
Kyler Marv,
that's nasty, Jordan. That's nasty, though.
You said what?
We thought Marv and Kyler were gonna do real numbers last year, bro.
That's the difference between me and y'all. Y'all thought Kyler was gonna do real numbers last year.
That nigga was.
Y'all from the beginning, he was gonna do exactly what he did.
I thought Kyler was gonna be a top 5 fantasy.
We won 23 points.
I did too, Fredo.
Hold that.
He said he won 23 points.
Kyler had 23 week 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22.
How
Yeah,
much Mar had? How much
stop
Mar
playing.
had
This
week
year
Stop
or
one?
playing with
last year?
Kyler, bro. This
This
year,
year or
talking about
last year?
this year.
I want to say Low got
He's
that nigga.
playing the Saints.
Stop playing with Kyler, bro. But yeah, I mean, Miles know what he need to do. Yeah, it's cool. Shout out to Fredo for getting a win. I definitely respect his team. Next process, easily the best team in the league to me. I ranked him as the highest after the draft. Still feel the same way. Bijan did not get much work on the ground, but he got it through the air. That's all that matters. Hampton would definitely
That
have a
nigga
bigger uptick
practice,
going
bro.
forward. He only had 8 points, but that would be more. AJ Brown only had 2 points. That'd be more. Evan Ingram got hurt. That's probably the only thing that you can probably say is a weak spot on his team, if anything. Because Evan Ingram he's an injury prone type of guy. But he has all the wide receivers you can dream of, and the running backs you can dream of. So, I mean, Process can do what the fuck ever he want to do.
Right. Process finna be strict on
Well,
niggas
well,
with trades.
yeah,
As it should be.
I think his team. I think he has the best top to bottom roster. He got to be careful with how he manages and when he buys and when he sells to really round it like the starters out. Because he can upgrade, but he gotta be strategic with his timing with shit and who he goes after and how he really
And
does
that
it.
flex, and even his flex spots.
Strategery.
Like, that's the thing with having niggas like that. You got to
Strategery.
pick the right person, bro, every week.
Yeah. So he took care
That's
No,
of
but he
a
got
good
all the
problem to have.
assets. He got the
I love
best. He got
having
the best
those.
collection of
Problems to
assets.
have, though.
No, it's a
No,
really, really good problem.
it is.
Awesome problems to have.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think he has two clear starting receivers. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
AJ and Marv.
AJ
two
and
for
Marv.
real. Three
Well,
Marv because Marv's a
yeah,
great third receiver. So
And Emeka.
But Emeka's a great wide receiver too.
I'm
Flex,
count,
so
I'm, I'm, I'm
that's
counting the
like,
Mecca before I'm
I
looking
mean,
at
hold on.
Portland
yeah.
for real. But
Oh yeah. Fuck Cortland Sutton. Yeah.
no, I ain't said fuck over Sutton now.
Hold
No,
on, hold on now.
Oh,
That's a
no,
lead
fuck
man right
Cortland.
there
That
now.
nigga
I just said I think
nah,
Emeka will
I'm
end up
good.
being better. I think Emeka will end up being better.
That nigga sold me last season, bro. Fuck Cortland Sutton. I'm good.
It's going to be tough for Mecca to maintain this level of volume, in my opinion, even when Godwin is back. And that's not to say again that he can't lead them in targets, but still, there's going to be chunks taken away from him. But the quality of targets, of course, can't make up for that.
And that's the thing. Like,
He got 2 long
great
TDs.
week one, but I don't want people. Like, he scored 2 touchdowns. He caught 4 passes. Like, Emeka, I think he's really, really good, but his target share, or just he needs to catch more passes and target share. I don't know how many targets he got with him. So I can't speak
I
to
think he only got targeted like 8, maybe 7 times, maybe.
that's decent.
I
But
don't
yeah,
think Mike got that many targets though.
But I love his collection of assets, though. I love his collection of assets.
He can use them to make
the real thing, bro, it's so crazy. I was trying to trade for ETN yesterday before Big
Before the
got
thing,
traded.
yeah.
He told me he was going to send the trade through. Say, I'm not trying to get over on you, but I'll try to send something through. Bigsby got traded. Niggas say, the price just went up.
He sent me some heat.
Went up.
He sent me some heat this morning. I gotta surprise if you in here. We revisit that later today, bro. I'm not that mad at it.
He actually sent me.
Oh my God. I don't know if I want to do though. Like, it's a big trade.
So he working his phone for sure because he sent me something.
He working the phone.
Yeah,
because he realized what I said. Like you got the assets. Don't let them diminish too much.
You got Chase trading coming. Chase trading coming.
Okay. No, that's not the trade, but I'm not opposed to trading Jamar Chase.
What he's doing is he's trying to bolster his lineup. That's when it comes down to on a week-to-week basis without needing much bench guys. So, rightfully so, by the way. So like my counter back to him was, well, why are you not trying to include Hampton or Marvin Harrison then? Right? If I'm giving you this guy that's heavily valued, why are you not trying to depart with guys like Hampton or Marv, but you wouldn't trade me guys like maybe a Mecca or whoever, right? Whoever it could be. So when I said that, I didn't really hear much back from him. So I'm gonna keep them talks on the hush. But yeah, he's definitely working his phone. He's definitely somebody that
he's smart.
Yeah, he's smart. Rightfully so. Yeah, rightfully. I'm gonna make that very clear. Rightfully so. This is a hell of a team. And even Michael Penix will start some weeks over Jordan Love for sure. For him, and he had Cedric Tillman too, who's heavily utilizing that Browns passing offense. But shout out to Process.
He had a great draft.
He did for real.
This was a matchup that I was looking forward to this past week. Also Process is a part of my top 5 as well. This is a matchup I was looking forward to this past week. Jordan versus Shaggy. I respect both of these guys' team. Shaggy team is heavily. First and foremost, he drafted Will, with Jonathan Taylor, who failed to get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, who basically had 30, Lad 13, Devontae
I
9.
hate that nigga, bro.
After watching last night's game, I'm not high on Loveland this year personally. Because I just see how their offense will be. But he still had that Brenton Strange guy who I definitely feel the type of way about after hearing from Spody talk, after me doing some reading on him prior to Spody coming here and speaking. And then he still has J.K. Dobbins, who will get lapped, but still has J.K. Dobbins for now, and Jalen Waddle, who's probably in a little bit of an issue in that Miami offense. But when you have Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor, and whatever you thought there, wide receiver and Baker, probably off to a good weeks for more often than not. Now, obviously, you're probably not going to see Derrick go for 30 most weeks, but he has a guy like Hollywood who can step in and start at the flex if need be, and or JK. So I definitely respect this team. Good mob right here, and also on top of that, he has the Broncos defense, which probably can be the best fantasy defense this whole entire year.
They matter. They matter.
On the other side of things, Jordan is definitely led by Lamar Jackson, QB1 in the league, in my opinion, and also in fantasy football. Kyron Williams, a touchdown machine. He got into the end zone. He had 14 points. Bucky got into the end zone. He only had 14 points. They was both stopped on the ground. Well, Bucky was definitely stopped on the ground. I don't know if Kyron was. Let me check for Kyron real quick. Kyron was okay on the ground. 4 yards per carry. That's okay, I guess. Tyler Warren will pop all year. 15. Rome, 16 points. He had a late touchdown. And then DK with 12. DK would do more this year. Obviously, shit, you got Jamar Chase. Obviously, Jamar Chase.
That was it right there.
Yeah, that's the.
That's the whole matchup.
Yeah, we both lost out for the Bengals.
Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Fucked us both, bro.
Chase basically made
Jamar's matchup so good.
Yeah. I think I got the best starters in the league. Me personally, but I need one more bench piece. I think one more. My team is basically what I think Process is trying to get to with the consolidation, but still having a couple bench pieces type shit. But I think I need one more bench piece, and I'll be comfortable. But starters, obviously, like there's nothing I can do with that. Like Chase, 5 points. That's why we lost for the most part. Like it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. You gotta chalk it up.
D-Money, to answer your question, Evans and Emeka, well, that sounds crazy starting 2 wide receivers on the same team. But for this week coming up, it depends on who they play, and I don't know who they play. So let me just check before I get an answer. Houston.
Texas. That's going to be a tough one.
I'll probably go one or the other, bro, instead of both, and then go Pickens. I don't know who Pickens play, but I'll go Pickens.
They play the Giants. Some niggas should be.
Oh, yeah. Then
I would go with Mecca and Pickens, personally.
Same. And then as far as Quentin Johnson have continued success, he actually is a free agent in our league. So nothing I say can change anything. There's a waiver order that rotates every single season, every week. Quentin Johnson, he should. I'll just say that he should have continued success.
It's a benefit of losing.
And I think that would be. Go ahead, D-Mac.
I was going to ask, is it by the reverse order of standings or it resets every single week?
It resets every single week, and I should have changed how fantasy basketball is, but that's on my fault. That's my fault. It is what it is.
What's the fantasy basketball?
What's the fantasy basketball?
It goes on a week-to-week basis, but whatever you put a waiver in, you go to the back until someone else put the waiver in and go into the back and go like that, and you work your way up. So it doesn't reset.
Yeah, you should be able to change it to that.
I don't want to change it now though, unless y'all want me to. Like after this week though, but unless y'all want me to.
Yeah, after this week is cool.
I personally would prefer if that was the way it works.
So you saying D-Mac, you saying where it doesn't reset?
But it resets to help the team. It resets to help the bum teams though, the teams that lose. Not saying if you lose you're a bum team, but week 3, week 4, you're gonna be that team that need that help though. If you 1-3 or you 0-4, that's why you'll be at the top.
That's not personally how I like the waivers. I don't know how everybody else does. I prefer it where it is like if you make a waiver claim and you reset to the back and it just keeps on going throughout continuously.
Do you all like that way? Because it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So like once you make a claim, it don't matter how many weeks, you
move
you
up
stay
at the back.
Up.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm personally cool with that.
Okay, after this week, I would change that. Wes, how about you? How do you feel about that?
I can change it out for 3 S's. 12 people.
That's why I just said, Wes, how do you feel about that, brother? Miles, how do you feel about that? Yeah, then Shaggy, how do you even feel about that?
I like Fab, but obviously we're not doing Fab. So I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. If we do it that way, I know I'm dropping to the back because I already put in a waiver. I already claimed somebody.
Nah, it's not
I
changing this
claim
week.
Field. Okay. Well then,
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
yeah. But either way it goes, like I'll support what the league does because you know where I stand. I like that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Next year, I'm definitely going to do Fab. Because I think you can do Fab on. Well, we should go to Sleeper anyway next year. But yeah. Shout out to Shaq again to win. This is a big week, big win for him. I actually think one of these guys I'll feature in my matchup of the week next week. I can't remember which one. Kiss Cam. This is BJ. BJ team is led by Saquon, James Cook, and Alvin Kamara. That is and also Jalen Hurts. I mean, talk about a strong four. That is the strong four. That's the strong four. When you think of a strong four around the league, he's probably definitely up there with like Jordan Woods or like maybe Process, maybe Shaggy, whoever, maybe even West because I love West team as well. You notice I didn't. Yeah, well, I like my four too. Who's my four? But Zay not gonna be as consistent probably as some of these other guys, so I'll hold off on that. Well, even Jaden Daniels. Well, it's a lot of strong fours around the league. Let me say that.
We have
That's a lot of strong.
Yeah, it's a lot of
fours.
strong fours. But yeah, I mean Saquon, James, and Alvin is insane. Kelsey, for whatever you'll get out of him on a week-to-week basis, he got into the end zone. That's all that matters. It's obviously his biggest issue is the wide receiver, and he doesn't really have any wide receivers on the bench that can really replicate. I mean, not replicate, but swap and be confident with their production. Right? You see Jaden Reed in there. I think he's the one that scored a touchdown. Calvin Austin even got into. I think he scored 17 and got into the end zone as well. But other than that, some question marks around that aspect. So he said he needs to make a trade for wide receiver. We'll see what he do. But in the meanwhile, he do got running backs that can hold him off right now, and or a quarterback that can also continue to lead the way as well. Low team. I mean, George could have gone down as a bummer. Having to start Tyreek Hill on a weekly basis is a bummer. Tony Pollard is one of basically your top back. That's also, in my opinion, personally, a bummer. Who do you have week 2? Probably softer for him because he want to get the Broncos. He got the Rams. I don't know how much the better that's going to be, but yeah, I mean, shit.
I was surprised he started. I was surprised he started Golden this week, like off rip. I was surprised at that.
Yeah, that's a bold move for sure.
With Jacoby and Debo right there, and when
I would have
I
thought. Like having Golden, I like starting him week 1. I don't know about that.
I know who guys are.
You gotta see what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
this nigga chose Matthew Golden and fucking Tony Pollard over Jettas. I know who he is. I know who some of y'all are, bro.
Wait, what was the trade for Jake?
I don't even want to get into it. It is what it is. It is what it is.
They cut Jake Moody.
It is what it is. It's what it is.
They cut Jake Moody.
Yeah, that nigga stuck. So I see.
Oh, that nigga Good's about to throw a party, bro.
It's a 3rd round pick, dog. That shit is insane.
Wait, they just cut him?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah. They released him.
Oh yeah.
The amount of picks that the Niners have set fire to between Moody and Trey Lance is crazy.
It really saved them niggas' job.
Bro, he's 11 for 21 in his last like 32 picks.
He stinks sometimes. I understand it. This is you spend a 3rd round pick on that guy. It's just bad for an
Oh, we just love Michigan players, bro. That's just Kyle and fuck, I'm forgetting this nigga name right now. But yeah, they just love playing. Yeah, they just love drafting Michigan players, bro.
You can veto trades. Why? I don't do it. Why is he saying? Why is Parker saying? Wait, can I veto trades? Did something happen that he want me to veto?
You got nothing true. So
you know what he's talking about, nigga.
No trade happened.
I highly doubt he's talking about the Bucky and K9 shit. That shit was 4 days ago.
Oh, bet you he's talking about that. He never seen it.
He said, what the fuck? I just peeped the Bucky trade. Oh, you must be talking to him on the side for him to randomly bring it up.
No, I'm not. Why you think that?
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Did y'all see BJ last night? Wait, when did Miles get Jettas?
Oh yeah.
What are Process and BJ doing, bro?
What?
Yeah, I mean that definitely was just brought to Process attention. He's not gonna randomly just now see that. But anyways,
bro, if you want to veto a trade, veto the fucking trade. I still kick y'all ass. Like this gonna piss me off.
And you got the show going. He probably did just find that out, bro. BJ found out. BJ hit me yesterday.
Trust me
about Jettas.
Trust
BJ hit me yesterday about Jettas and JSN. I'm just saying.
Trust me. That's not random, brother. Trust and believe. But either way, next Team West versus D-Max team. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, shit.
It's the Bengals.
Having
Just the Bengals.
CMC and Puka, as long as CMC is healthy, boy, oh boy, oh boy, they both walking 20. They both walking 20 balls. I can say that for sure.
I like my four of Burrow, McCaffrey, Puka, and Higgins. It's just just gotta have the Bengals show up
Yeah.
as long as they show up.
All D
Man,
back.
you know you're real for. You know you're real for.
Yeah, Rasheed.
When
D
Rice
Mac.
gets healthy,
Once
D
Oh yeah,
their
boy.
criminal comes back, yeah. Once their
but
criminal
no,
comes
Hey,
back,
we gonna
you
wait
can
on
get
the
D-Mac, you can get the Patty Rice stack. Just hit my phone, man. I'm not asking for nothing crazy. Because I do want to move Patty, so you can get that stack instead of Burrow Higgins. If just throwing that out there.
We
But
can
yeah,
talk. I'm always open for trade talks.
he had Jalen Warren. I like Puka. Obviously, I like T. Higgins will have weeks like this, and he also will have weeks with 2 touchdowns. So you got to take what you get with T. Higgins. DJ Moore had him last year. He made me upset a lot. But he will have weeks like this too. He also have week where he get a touchdown with 100 yards probably. So whatever you
and
get out of.
Caleb hit that nigga. That's his shit look better, honestly. On that, he missed him on a touchdown throw. So
Yeah. Obviously, Rasheed Rice on his bench. He'll pop. Tank Bisbee pretty much has no value now. Getting traded to Philadelphia.
that nigga's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. That was
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I like if someone said they was trying to move him all I did not see a single report of them trying to trade Tank basically. So that shit was random as fuck to me, bro.
Yep. And then on the left side, yeah, man. I mean, you talk about a team that you look out for. You gotta look out for this team right here, y'all. I did a fantasy draft for somebody that's like a mother to me, right? And I targeted Mahomes for her, and I told her why I got Mahomes for her because from a fantasy perspective, I do think he will bounce back. And he just had 26 fantasy points. Now, game-wise, the game wasn't the best, but he was still okay in that game. All that matters for fantasy, though, is what he does as far as throwing touchdowns, running for first downs, and things of that nature. And he did that, 26 fantasy points. Brees Hall looked good. Nigga, anybody that know me, my favorite running backs, now Bucky entered that. But it's Gibbs, Brees, and Bucky. I wish I could get Brees, but a Brees and Chuba swap don't make sense in my head and also per West. So cool, it is what it is. But outside of that, A-Chain, as long as Tua is the starting quarterback, he'll be good. BTJ, I saw the clips of all the missed throws with him and Trevor. He will bounce back week 2 on down. He'll be fine. JSN, he is wide receiver 1 in Seattle. Definitely can have a top 10 fantasy wide receiver season, in my opinion. Garrett Wilson would definitely have a top 10 to 15 fantasy wide receiver season, in my opinion. Looked really damn good for New York as well with Justin Fields. Completely out on Cooper Kupp. Completely out on Juan Jennings. Completely out on pretty much everybody on his bench. Outside of Justin Fields, that's a great guy to have on that bench. I didn't even know he had 3 quarterbacks. I didn't even know that.
Accident. Really, it was him dropping Field. Fredo dropping Field.
You had a great, yeah.
This is my favorite, one of my
I
favorite
dropped Fields.
starting groups. It's one of my favorites. That's D-Mac, I think, that dropped Fields. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
One of my favorite starting groups. Most balanced, real
Ev,
balanced.
how did you let that trade through?
Yeah, definitely most balanced. We already talked about that trade for 30 minutes today, process.
Very balanced. We talked about that trade for 36 hours, bro.
We already talked about it 30 minutes ago.
Bro, hold on, process. Let them gas my team right quick. Go ahead, Jordan. You were saying?
No, I think your team is like between yours, mine, and Shaggy and Process. I think just in terms of like balance, those are like from like a mixture of high end but also high floor at the same time. That's how I like to build. And that's what y'all got.
I can speak on it from the outside looking in because I look at teams around the league. I look up to these teams. Granted, I love my team, by the way. But this right here, let me look at this right here on my face. And let me look at this team one more time. Hold on 1 second before I make my comment.
San Fran just got rid of their kicker.
This right here in my face.
Yeah.
When I'm looking at starting and balance, like Jordan Woods is saying, this is number 1. Like nobody can tell me this is not number 1. And also after hearing guys after hearing guys say they knew Brees was going to bounce back, they don't know why guys were out on Brees. And Brees is Brees, and A-Chain is A-Chain for what he been 2 years ago for the last 2 seasons while healthy, with Tua being healthy. On top of this wide receiver crop that he was starting on a week-to-week basis, and T.J. Hawkinson, this is the best starting group. Now, when I'm looking at process team, AJ Marv, Hampton, Bijan. Who just tight end? Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, and who just quarterback? Jordan Love. Jordan Love.
My starting group is better than his starting group.
J Love.
This starting group right here?
No, I'm talking about my starting group better than Process starting group.
Oh, yeah. Even though Process still,
but his bench is way better.
Yeah, the overall team. Yeah.
The bench is better though.
Yeah.
And Brees is going to be Brees.
Can we stop
Brees
the bull?
is going to be Brees as a player statement, not fantasy.
It's a guy in here who has Lamar Jackson, Kyron Williams, Bucky Irving, Jamar Chase
and DK
in his starting lineup.
DK who just tight end, Jordan? Oh, Tyler Warren.
Bro,
y'all are the top two. Bro, y'all are the top two, bro. Y'all are the top two, bro. No, y'all are the top two.
One, and then there's a considerable gap.
That's
Jordan.
Jazz. It's fantasy football. That's
I'm gonna tell you what.
That's Jazz. It's fantasy football.
I'm gonna tell you why that's Jazz, Wes. Because I think if I'm comparing, I think Bucky and Kyron and Brees and A-Chain can offset on a lot of weeks. Obviously, you take Chase over BTJ.
Yeah, it's fact.
But JSN over DK for sure. At this point, I'm taking Garrett Wilson over Odunze. Yeah, because we don't know what Odunze going to be for sure. Hawk and Warren can offset. It's really what and what in a lot of ways, bro. Like
sure.
it comes down to Mahomes. Is Mahomes going to be able to consistently do what he did this week every week? That's what it really comes down to.
That shitty ass team is like
you got Justin Fields though. With like,
wait, what team is shitty? What team is shitty?
That shitty ass team I just beat. I didn't do that shit with ease, but I stopped gassing that shit.
Jackie, you on my team? You on my side?
No.
You not on my side?
No. That nigga team ain't that, nigga.
Bruh, y'all sleeping on the top four, bruh. That matters, man. And he has somebody who I think is comfortably top 5 in tight ends. Tyler Warren's gonna finish as a top 5 tight end. I have TJ Hawkinson, who's not. I might need to be replacing my tight end.
I wouldn't overreact,
bro. If my team ends up missing the playoffs, so be it. But like on paper, come on, bro. Like that would just be hate or fake hate. But it don't really matter. The season will play out.
Now, to circle back to process,
I mean, it don't deserve hate. It deserve hate though.
No, that's what I said. The hate, I'm comfortable. I'm cool with the hate.
Wes, did y'all see y'all getting a new stadium?
Hold on, say that again, D-Mac. I missed
it. The Broncos are getting a downtown retractable roof stadium for 2031.
Who was it, man? One of my guys who's a Broncos fan sent me an article. I didn't read it yet, but the headline, new stadium incoming. So okay, I didn't know exactly what was going on, but that's neat. I'm excited about that. Hopefully I can make it out to Colorado and be a part of that process whenever the stadium comes. You said it'll be ready next year?
No, 2031. Yeah,
2031. Okay.
Same thing.
So the Bill Stadium was going to be ready next year.
Yeah.
Bills ready next year. That shit gonna be nice.
That's nice. So that's nice.
I'm gonna have to go to that shit.
So real quick before process, process. I'm not staying on that long because we literally just were talking about that 30 minutes ago for a little minute. But my matchup of the week, real quick, is week 2. I woke up the other day. I looked at this matchup right here. Where is it?
I fixed West this week. Oh shit!
Damn, I lost my matchup.
Battle of the top teams. Okay, got it.
This was my matchup of the week. Yeah,
I lost already.
Yeah, Western Jordan Woods, my matchup of the week right here. Damn, his projected leaders is both quarterbacks. That's insane. He has 2 quarterbacks as projected leaders, bro. You gotta trade one of them guys, man. Trade one of them guys.
I gotta face what 0-2 on the 0-2 is on the table.
Trade one of them guys, dog.
Bro, stop. I'm trying to get. Hey, look, I keep telling the league, I'm trying to get off of one of these quarterbacks, man. I can't, keep all these quarterbacks on my roster. So I would like to get off of one of them. If somebody would be so kind as to come get one.
I think you'll have if it doesn't happen before, I think you'll have an amazing chance to do that if Fields has another great week.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, if Fields has another great week, I might be trying to move.
Another great week. You will have a trade done by Sunday night if Fields has another great week, bro.
I might want to.
Hey man, the way Joey Bosa play a fucking read option, that nigga Fields gonna have another 20 ball for real.
Yeah.
Neither of
But
them Bosa brothers know how to deal with the read option.
Looked awful in the read option. He looked awful in
Yeah,
that.
I think like niggas. Honestly, I hope Landon. I hope we start Landon Jackson. I'm not start, but at least play him because I think he'll play that shit a little bit better. But I'm intrigued to see how that goes.
All right, process. Yeah, we to circle back to this is my last time speaking on this, bro, because we literally just started talking about it again. Also on top of the chat numerous times in both chats. So like it is what it is. But yeah, they the trade happened. Raz said we saw the talks of the trade anyway. Raz said basically he did that trade with the idea of having control over Seattle backfield. He loves the scheme and stuff like that. Jordan, on the other hand, obviously is going to be thankful to get it. They did send the trade back the next day after complaints. I said I don't care. Y'all can keep the trade. I think even probably West said something like that too. As far as now, you can't do that X, Y, and Z because of trade or how my team looked last year. So I said, bro, I don't need y'all to make the trade back. They sent the trade back. I woke up the next day and then I sent the trade back again. And that's how that went about. But yeah, I'm not in here complaining or crying or whatever the case may be about like only thing I'm mad about is the fact that he had the audacity to tell me he's only trading Bucky for second round value and then say nobody offered for Bucky when nigga I was the one hitting your phone and hitting you for Bucky and you said immediately second round value. So that then tells me Chase Brown, but then you go out and trade him for a 4th round draft pick and Kenneth Walker without even trying to scan the league. You always scan, bro, niggas again.
Yeah, I didn't know Bucky was on the block.
You always scan the league. I could have been traded Chuba for numerous wide receivers that guys will still want right now. And I said, you know what? Okay, cool. Let's, for example, Wes is telling me this. D-Mac is another name. D-Mac is telling me this. Okay, Fredo's telling me this. Let me go see what this next person's telling. It's like he didn't even scan the league. That's the only thing that I'm mad at. He didn't, like, same way I felt about that Luka trade with the Lakers and Mavs. The Mavs didn't even scan the league for what they could get, right? They were just, okay, cool, boom, 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 boom. He's okay, K now, boom, 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 boom. That's how it happened. So that's the only thing I'm mad at. But I'm not here to police trade and shit like that. The niggas came to an agreement quickly and swiftly. No sweet talking, no jazz, no finesse. I don't think they cheating. So it's true.
No, I do.
Well, don't even like. There's no inkling or 100% of that. Like no cheating. I don't even want to have that word brought up. To be honest.
Peter, trade committee.
I bet you if I had lost a player, I bet you if I had lost somebody y'all thought was good, that it wouldn't be the same. But it's cool.
Trade committee.
Right.
I think I still feel like I understand because the last thing I would say about that trade, great job bringing up the Lakers and the Mavs because Ra identified somebody he liked, and like Jordan was a slot five clerk then. He said, "Yo, just like Rob and Buddy, how would you feel about a K9 Bucky swap?" Just like Buddy said,
that's not even what I said. That's not even how what I said. I said, how do you feel about K9 versus Bucky? I didn't know how he felt about the value of the two players against each other. I didn't even offer a swap at that point. He offered the swap.
So hey, look, very very similar to that to the Lakers situation. So
Wes, I game cheaters and finessers every day. You can ask BJ. I know when niggas are cheating and finessing. Y'all can be stupid if y'all want. Okay, y'all can be dumb. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let one person that's upset at
No. Fuck that, bro. If you think I'm gonna cheat for $600, bro, you out your fucking mind.
Yes, because I will.
Well, that's you. That's you. You go ahead and do that.
I'm not gonna let one person be upset on a trade or two and then try to call for a committee when we are all grown men that put in our own amount of $50 and at the end of the day one of us want to go win 600 and trades don't even like things still gotta happen. Like shit happen. Like, I'm not gonna agree with every trade that happens.
It's either you're telling me this then Rod is just ass or he just don't know football. So get him out of the league.
I think he knows football, but he cannot get kicked out of the league, and he can still make the playoffs and potentially probably win. Although I don't think it's going to happen. But it is.
You just said
Darren never got kicked out of a league in the middle of a season. What are you talking about?
You just said. No, I'm talking about next year.
Yeah, I already said whoever wins the fact that second league and whoever's the worst record in this league are liable to be replaced. I already said that.
No, it should come out of that.
Hey, I already said that, brother. I already
He should
said
be the
that,
first
brother.
nigga.
So yeah,
Trey,
we got Weston Jordan Woods, my matchup of the week this week, and that's all the insight on Fact and Stats Fantasy Football. Typically, this will be on Wednesdays if I am not working. So I shifted that to today. To take it back to the real football, and by the way, I'm open for trades. By the way, y'all, I have I'm still potentially willing to. I know y'all probably think I'm bluffing on this, but I am still willing to entertain a Chuba trade. I'm still willing to trade Olave, willing to trade Mark Andrews, willing to trade Diggs, willing to trade Shakir. And I
I
obviously
ain't gonna lie to you. Don't want Mark Andrews, bro. We good.
I'm just throwing it out there, bro. People probably don't want nobody that's on your team too. I'm just saying name, bro. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you all right?
It's,
Okay.
it's,
no, I
Yeah,
did
it's,
not. I
my
did
team
not.
ass, bro. Yeah, nobody wants my team. You're right. My team ass, bro. I'm good.
nobody wants, but that's like me saying nobody want Pacheco. Nobody don't want Pacheco, but I'm just saying like guys I'm willing to.
Yeah.
It's probably somewhere.
Like
I didn't put it in my wallet.
You're right.
you're not muted, Wes. You're not
100%.
muted, Wes. You're not muted, Wes.
Right. Mute me, guy.
Hold on.
Surrender.
All right. We're gonna take it back to the real NFL league now with real teams. Well, actual NFL teams. Let me put it like that. If you made it this far into the show today, we are actually literally 2 hours in on the dot. That's perfect timing. Make sure you all hit that thumbs up button on the YouTube side of things. That helps the algorithm out. Also, if you're watching and not subscribed on YouTube, Fact and Stats is a daily sports show for the most part Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. 11 a.m. Eastern time. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch and it's your first time, make sure you hit that follow button. If you want to extend your support for the platform, hit that sub button as well. We're going to take it to our first official week 1 Fact and Stats power rankings. This is pretty much the last big thing I would say of the show. Immediately following that, we're going to show the Junior League. Hold on. Somebody said show the Junior League and trades and who got the best team. All right, hold on. Quick dive into the fact that second league, which nobody really is in besides T, I think who's up here. Quick dive into this. I took my first L this week. Bullshit. It is what it is. I played Jaja. Hold on. I played Jaja. I lost 100 to 112. Unfortunately, I made some bad picks in this league. This league, I was busy. Like, I wasn't locked in. So, you see guys like Tyreek Hill, I just would not draft. You know, I just did some nut shit. But it is what it is. I went with Bijan and Chase Robinson. Chase Brown. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with Tony Pollard. With my last time probably starting him. I tried to troll process on purpose just to get in his head. But realistically, I was high on Jacory as well. I drafted him literally the same day. He will start week 2 going forward. I also got Brenton Strange. Didn't get him in the main league because Shaggy took him, but I was highlighting him in my notes. He's on my notes to start. I was highlighting him and Tucker Craft. I got both of them, so I'm good at the tight end position. Caleb Johnson was the guy that I was looking at. Don't want him no more at all. But I got him looking for a wide receiver. Ultimately, Jaja won because James Cook popped. James Cook had a hell of a week. Really, it was James Cook that pretty much won the league because the projection was heavily favored in my way, but James Cook just popped off crazy. He got Shakir, ETN, Jaden Reed, and Diggs on his bench, so Jaja got a solid team. And I dropped the 0-1 in this league. This one right here is my man Ace. He has a phenomenal team. Jalen, Chuba, Jettas, BTJ, Emeka, Sam. He has Rum on the bench, Ricky on the bench, and Trevor Lawrence on the bench, and Judkins coming back soon. He got the win 135 to 101 over Pete Kazi, who y'all pretty much sure you all saw in here. It looked like he started a good week too. Ace team just went off. That's a solid week. Stafford, you probably want more points out of Stafford. Yeah, that's that. Kittle's hurt now, so you got to deal with that. You got Mark Andrews, wherever that's worth. But yeah, Ace moved to 1-0. CG, who's typically in here for the most part as well, went against DP, my man Bundu. CG got Jaden Daniel, James Conner, Aaron, Puka. Damn, he got Puka and St. Brown. Zay Flowers, and Kyle Pitts, and Debo, Javonte Williams. Damn.
Who's this quarterback?
Jaden Daniels and Justin Fields.
Oh shit! Oh,
I don't even know my team in this league, bro. I really don't even be looking. I just want to see which one of them win this league. Like, I really don't even care. But if I win, I win. But it is what it is. But shout out to CG. I didn't even know he drafted like this. He went against DP, who has Saquon, A-Chain, DK, Trey McBride, and
Gotta start using that phone, man. Get some
I'm
assets.
trying, man. I've been trying to trade. I've been trying to trade Tyreek Hill and Terry before the week 1 even started. Literally. Next, we got, who's this? Ari. Ari actually got a win against FBI agent, 134 to 111. Ari team is featuring Josh Allen, Jacobs, Bree, CD, Devontae, Jacoby, Evan, and she had Charbonnet on the bench, and who was to highlight? And Golden, I guess. And then FBI lost with actually a good start lineup as well with JSN, Tet, Jameer, Genty, Baker. Yes. So he's a cool team too. Shout out to ours. Nat came in, got the win 100-96 over JT. JT's in here all the time as well. Nat team is looking like that was led by Bucky, Cortland Sutton, Ladd, Drake, and Kelsey. So that's a good team for her. With Jalen Warren and Hollywood on the bench. And Nick Chubb. JT has Kyron, David. Well, damn, David Montgomery probably can't start much weeks, Birdie, to be honest with you. By the way, they look like they're going to be utilizing Jimmy Gibbs. AJ Brown, Malik Neighbors, Marv. That's a strong wide receiver 3. He has a good bench depth as well. So he doesn't really have any issues. He just lost a close one. T came off with a win against my man Kendall or Ken. T got the win 110-98. T has Derrick Henry and Patrick Mahomes and Hampton with Judy, Nico Collins, Garrett Wilson. Okay, solid mob. My man has Lamar, Swift, Pacheco, Chase, Mike Evans, Brock Bowers, Travis Hunter. That's a solid team too. JK, etc. So yeah, man, that's the second league right here. Big wins for Ace, big wins for CG. They put up the most 2 points in the league. And week 2, I actually got to go against CG. It's funny enough. That's probably the matchup of the week, and I'll leave it at that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head to the week 1 actually power rankings. If you want to be a part of the power rankings, by all means, feel free to join the stage. If it comes down to a tie on the stage, I then will lean on the chat on YouTube and or Twitch. I'm gonna be completely honest. If you're not a member on YouTube or you're not a sub or on Twitch, your comment probably will not matter that much. Just to be honest with you all.
Kiddo on IR.
Yeah, I just peeped that literally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kiddo on IR. Somebody just put their interest in Chuba. Y'all are funny. Bro, I'm about to get this nigga off my team, dog. Hold on. I see you got interest in Chuba. What's up? Y'all are funny, dog. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot the what's it called? The trade blocks actually exist, that they added that feature.
Yeah, someone just put interested in Chuba Hubbard. All right. Either way, week 1. Let me put preseason for that. Well, I'm gonna just leave a date.
It should exist. Is it
All
on the opposite team?
Say that again.
I forgot where you can see that the trade block stuff. You can keep going. I'm sorry.
I think you got to be on a computer to see trade block. I think guys can do trade block like. Could be wrong then. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I swear it used to be a trade block. Yeah, I think I'm wrong.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well. All right, week 1 power rankings. We have a criteria right here on the screen. Again, if you want to join the stage, by all means, all you have to do is join the Fact and Stats Discord. I meant to put a message in the Discord that the show is live too, as all these people are joining the Discord for watch parties now. But yeah, you have to join the Discord. The Discord link is in the description on the YouTube video. Also, you can click the Discord right there in the chat and or it's pinned on the Twitch comments. Me personally, looking at the criteria: record, strength of schedule, performance, body of work, roster, head to head. My number 1 on this list personally will be the Bills. I would then ask the stage who the number 1 would be. And I'm going to start off with D-Mac.
I guess you got to reward that type of win, right?
I mean, how much does roster go into it, or is it mostly off the performance? I couldn't remember the criteria we did.
All right, Wes, I see your message. Roster.
I'm gonna go with Philly. I'm sticking with Philly at 1.
I don't see nothing of this that would have Philly not like move from 1. I would still say Philly at 1.
All right, Jordan Woods, Miles. If y'all active.
Philadelphia.
And then Wes, you can drop yours in the chat. T, Miles. All right, Miles not active. T not active. He's not serving me right. Yeah, T not active. Wes about to drop it in the chat probably in a minute. But either way, we can't.
Yeah, you hear me? You hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I said Philly. My fault, bro.
All right, now you good. So either way, whatever Wes or T say, Eagles will be 1. Assuming Bills 2. Right.
Yeah, I have Buffalo at 2.
Yeah, Buffalo 2. Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Bills.
3.
I'm rocking with Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore for 3.
Okay.
Like I'd like to maybe Rams, but I'll go Baltimore 3. I know one team that's definitely gonna be. Even though I told y'all I would have been picking this team a lot earlier, but
I know who you gonna say, D-Man.
I mean,
yeah,
it's them or the Packers, I think. But
yeah, I would go Ravens 3, but Packers are 4 for me.
same.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, yeah.
I had the Packers taking a jump
Ravens 3
too.
Packers. But I'm like, shouldn't the dub get you a little bit more of a nod though for actually winning the game?
For
I
who?
mean,
For
He's
the
saying
the
for the
Packers?
Packers
For the
Packers.
was
Packers.
11, and they did just beat the 5th-ranked team we had last
I
time we
mean, they
did
coming
this.
up to 4th,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That's true.
they're going
Man,
up.
that ain't a bad
In
that
my
ain't a bad
opinion,
thing.
they should have been a lot higher than 11. That's just me personally. But the Ravens, you lose to a top 4 team on the road at that by 1 point. I'm not tripping necessarily to move you that far down. So, and again, I think that the Packers can continue to have opportunities to climb too. So I'm fine with leaving it that way after 1 week.
Okay, yeah. At
We
5.
5.
The
Rams,
word.
Rams for me.
I take the
I
Rams.
say the Rams.
I mean, yeah, it's gotta be the
I'm trying
Rams.
to think.
It's good,
Anybody else
y'all.
I
Oh
care
yeah,
about that?
realistically, what's
What's
good?
up,
What's
Whoever
up?
just said
Tez?
that.
The Tiz,
See
yes,
the
Yeah,
Tez,
Rams.
the
yeah. I
yeah.
think
Tiz.
the
This
Rams.
test.
Yeah, I
Damn,
like
I
the
missed
Rams
the
too.
whole start.
Wes, you was Bills
Damn.
at 1 2. Okay, Wes. Who you got at 5, Wes? I know you in the chat. Tez, who you got at 5 too?
Shit, I go. Shit, I want to. Damn, I want to start from the top for real. Uh, I go Bills. I go Bills 1. Me personally, Eagles 2.
We probably would still lose out. It was only me, you, and Wes with the Bills at 1.
Oh fuck it then. Fuck it. We on 5.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Mm, Lions lost. Texas lost.
Actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this way because I don't like that I'm doing it that way. Hold on.
Yeah, they should be. It should be.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Interesting.
Let me do it this way. Hold on. Wait, didn't I copy it? All right, yeah, there we
You
go.
did. Yeah.
There we go. I'm gonna do it that way. All right. All right, there we go. Okay. Who you say for 5 too? My bad.
Broncos. And then Chargers. Nah, Chargers 5, Broncos 6 for me.
We can stay on 1 real quick. So Chargers. Chargers at 5. West. So you Chargers, 2 Chargers. And I think the rest up here is D-Mac Rams, Fredo Rams.
Yeah, I got Rams.
Is it the same thing from last
I'm with the
year?
Rams.
Criteria jump.
The
To the
criteria
top.
right here on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my
Record,
that shit
Eagles
kind of.
schedule,
Hold on, let me
uniform.
bigger my
I'll make it bigger a
screen.
little bit. Record, strength of schedule, performance, body of work, roster, head to head.
Okay. So how do we feel about the Broncos moving up though?
I wouldn't move them up.
I would
Still
move them up. They did
could.
not look. I mean, they still
Yeah.
can move up
But
theoretically, but I would move the Rams ahead of them before I move the
I mean, the
Broncos for sure.
Rams were on the road or at home.
and they beat the team ranked ahead of them
They're
too.
at home
Like,
and the Texans.
yeah, didn't give up a touchdown.
Can
Like,
I ask a question?
You said
Why do the Packers take
But the
Why do the Packers take a big jump, but the Chargers don't take that equivalent jump after
I
beating the
mean,
what
I
was
think
Chargers?
the Chargers at last time?
Well, so I think the Packers have a better roster.
Mm.
Um, I think that, in my opinion, at least, I thought they should have been already higher. So the jump necessarily doesn't matter to me personally. I think that's really what it comes down to.
hold on, A.
That, yeah, I don't think it shouldn't have been any type of jump for the Packers because I thought they should have started off higher. To answer your
I
question,
mean,
You said
going from
the
15 to
Chargers you
10.
talking about?
That's you and like you're not wrong. Like you said this when we first did it. You're not looking at it in a bad way, but you're framing it because you thought they should have been higher on the previous list though. Like I
right?
don't think we can do that for this though. Like that's
Chargers
Well,
how you're
I
that's
Chargers
how
can
you're
make this
framing it.
Chargers can make the same
and
jump
this
and just
is
end up lower than the Packers.
Mm.
I
this
think
is the
it's
same thing that we dealt with last year. To be fair, I always told you guys I vote based on how I see things, and I think everybody else should vote on based on they see things, and then we'll see what the consensus comes out to. That's just me personally, but I'm just saying for what I said last year too, and that's how I look at these things. But to answer your question, Ev, the difference for me would really be as far as me viewing that roster. That's how willing I'm, quote unquote, to jump them. But I also don't think that it needed a jump because I thought the Packers should have been higher last week.
Okay.
Chargers going to be realistically probably no lower than 7, right? That's still a huge jump.
So they're still going to jump.
That would still be a bigger. That would actually be a bigger jump than the Packers.
Yeah, they still going to jump. So I don't think we got to worry about that.
Okay. I got 3 Rams, 2 Chargers. Miles, what did you say?
Where we at, 5?
Yeah.
Or 6? 5? I say Rams.
Rams will win out no matter even what I say. So Rams. We get to 6 and like I want to say Broncos, but it's like they have the roster. But that win just the performance wasn't.
They
good,
won.
Yeah, the
but they did win though.
They didn't look that good. I say Chargers here.
I'd rather say Chargers here.
I say Chargers here.
So
I would say Bucks personally.
Who the Bucks play?
The Falcons.
The Bucks.
And I know.
But I ain't like the Bucks low key skated though, D-Mac.
But they did it without their best player in my opinion, which I think also has to factor in this a little bit. No, Tristan Wirfs.
I think the Chargers looked better, and they faced a tougher opponent. So I'm fine with the Chargers being over Tampa right there. Like they faced a higher ranked opponent.
I go Chargers Bucks.
I'm not mad if y'all put the Chargers. My personal vote will be the Bucks.
Okay.
Broncos. I'm not gonna drop the Broncos for winning.
I'm not putting.
I'll leave the Broncos.
They didn't be in the same spot.
Yeah, I'll leave them at 8.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just realized they'll be in the same spot.
They'll be at 8, so that ain't bad. 3 turnovers. Not looking that good against the Titans. Read quarterback.
So Julia wrote Jordan Woods.
They did do that. They did do that after the 3 turnover jump.
I'm personally Broncos.
They look ass,
I'm personally Broncos at 7. Do anybody got a different team in mind?
I would take the Bucks, and I'll be honest with you, I would also still have the Texans ahead of the Broncos as well.
Oh no!
I got Tampa.
Tampa, 2 Bucks.
But the Bucks at 7.
Looking at you in the chat, Wes, Fredo, Miles.
I said Tampa.
I got both at 7.
Okay, so they're gonna win out. Tiz, who they gonna win out? Fuck it.
I was Broncos, but it's it's gonna lose.
Me and Tiz are Broncos.
Yeah, I got the Broncos right here.
Broncos. Me, Tiz, and Jordan Broncos. Fredo, who you say?
Yeah, I got Broncos. They should win.
Broncos. All right, Broncos win out at 8. That's cool. I ain't mad at that. Now we get to just throwing out there. We had 2 teams that lost week 1. They are definitely dropping, Chiefs and Bills. Now, obviously, we expect a lot of movements for week 1 because it was only week 1. Things will get more tighter when the season go on. How do you feel about the Chiefs? How do you feel about the Chiefs and the Lions? Just throwing it out there. Like, how do you feel about those 2 teams that lost week 1?
I guess you was underneath them.
Okay. I thought we hadn't put the Bills yet on the list. Okay,
I didn't mean to say
fine.
Bills. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. I would have the Texans 9. Yeah, I have the Texans 9.
I got the Chiefs 9.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna go Chiefs 9. Yeah, I'll go. Well, I guess one of them got to drop out of the top 10. So who looked the worst?
Commanders also won. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going Commanders. I'm going Commanders. I think because it's the same exact shit as the Broncos.
Yeah, like them niggas.
Literally, and they play a little better than the Broncos probably. So
they did.
Yeah, they play a lot better than the Broncos.
They did actually. Yeah.
That's true.
Commanders, most definitely.
They should.
I'm Commanders, bro.
That's fair.
I'm going Commanders. Yeah.
All right. So now, then, to me, 10 got to be from an overall roster standpoint. I think it's still the Texans. Like, I think the Texans should be 10 personally. My vote.
For 0-1 teams. I mean, the Chiefs' offensive line was fine. The defense sucked, though. I mean,
they played a tough Rams team. It was a low scoring game.
I go Texans at 10 here.
Yeah,
I hear the Texans. I don't think them and the Chiefs is that far off though.
I think I get an edge to the Texans defense though.
Texans were at home or on the road?
It was on the road. That was in LA.
It was on the road. Like they was on the road against a top 5 team, in my opinion. So.
Rice is out. Mixon's out.
Worthy's out too going forward.
Worthy's out. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with the Texans. It's close to me.
I'm Lions.
Lions.
I think they look the worst though.
Yeah, I can't go Lions. I'm probably go Lions at like 12 or some shit, but
Like
I
they
can't go
look
Lions
the
here.
worst. Objectively, out of both the niggas that lost, like they
Bro,
look.
No, Woods, you guys should be first.
You said what?
The
I
Texans
said
and the
no, Woods,
Lions.
you guys should be first.
If you want to go,
Who are you saying, Tiz?
I mean, if you're looking at
I
roster,
think both
D-Mac,
of them.
Good
I think
enough.
both of them really wet and wet, bro.
I know. I
sarcasm.
know.
I
I
go
don't really
Texans.
think. I don't really
My vote
think either
Texans.
one
Yeah.
look worse.
I think out of all the
Because
New England teams
Lions,
that
well,
lost,
they
Houston.
both
That's my
did.
vote.
They both did have chances to win the game, but
they did.
I'm Lions, bro. I'm Lions.
I'm gonna stick with the Texans.
I got the Texans. I think the Lions got the best roster out of the three, but they don't got any of this other shit up here. So, well, in comparison to the Texans and the Chiefs,
All right, who was your vote, Jordan Woods? Let me get that on record real quick.
the Texans.
I was Texans as well. I think D-Mac as well. Who were you, Tez and Miles? Miles was Texans too. Texans gonna win out. All right, we get to 11. This is actually, I'm actually really pretty good with this first 10. Bucks, Broncos. Yeah, Bucks should be over the Broncos. Chargers boot up for so. Rams stay within that. Well, Rams going to the Packers. Yeah, I like this. This is perfect. Probably can interchange swapping Ravens and Packers, but I understand y'all reason for the Ravens over the Packers. And then we get to 11 though.
Yeah, me personally, I would have did that too, but because me personally, they had one of the most impressive wins at the whole shit. To be honest, me
You talking
personally,
about Chris?
The Packers.
the Packers, the Packers,
You talking about
1,000%.
in the way they did it, the way they
Yeah,
won.
like the Bills shit. I would have went Bills one, but the Bills shit, like, far as the game itself, that was just a good ass game to me, and they just really came out on top. Like, it was impressive because they did have to come back from 15. That's very impressive. That's why I would have had the Bills one. But far as start to finish, dominating energy of the game, the flow of the game, how the game went, bro. The Packers arguably had one of the best wins of the week, bro.
I think they
That's me
did.
personally.
I think they did. I'm factoring in home versus road, and I'm also factoring in they went up against a very good team. I think I said to this when I spoke to the game yesterday. I think I underestimated the O line that they were going up against and how much of an adjustment that was going to be. Not to take anything away from their performance, but if I'm parsing like splitting hairs, then I slightly lean Ravens with that. But I wouldn't be mad if the Packers above them.
I see where y'all coming from. I'm cool with either one. I probably would still leave. I think the Ravens were more dominant for more of the game
More
though.
the
Like,
game,
yeah, they
yeah,
gave it up, but
yeah.
them niggas were beating the shit. They were literally beating the shit out of us, bro.
Yeah,
But
that's
you can
fair.
say
That was domination for 3.5 quarters game. Okay.
Yeah, and then, like, the Packers dominated. They did, but it kind of the offense did slow
It
down more
slow it up.
towards like
Yeah, yeah.
the end of the third quarter, and like Micah went off. But I think in totality, I would give the edge to the
which is
Ravens.
true. Which is true. It did slow down,
Mm.
but they never still lost control of the game though. Like, the game still felt like they was going to win the game. It felt like that. As far as the
Yeah.
performance of everything, I think the performance of what these niggas are going out there and doing should outweigh rosters and body of rosters and all that other shit. Like, it should be skewed more to how you go out there and perform than all the other shit. The rosters and injuries do matter, so you do got to take that into account. But from start to finish, bro, that shit looked like they was gonna win the game from start to finish.
Yeah,
They
it was
went
good.
very
And they
impressive.
did win too. So I'm fine with either one. Like that has to count too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and then they won. Like, I mean,
and they got
it's cool.
yeah, they won. They got bumped up 7 spots.
That's why I'm like, I'm cool with either way. I don't. It don't really matter to me.
Not saying the Ravens they have a good game. Like, they had a hell of a game, but what takes it over edge for me is, my nigga, they won. Like, they still won. They performance. You could say they performance was equivalent to Baltimore's. Uh, uh, Roster, however you want to. I would say Baltimore. Yeah, it just what takes it over top for me, bro, is the win, bro. Like that has to account for something. Plus what they did on the field from start to finish. Like you said, Ravens 3.5 quarters. Packers went all 4. That has to matter. Me personally.
To Shaggy comment in the chat, I don't know if you was here August 25th, probably not. But I personally said what we did as far as that preseason power ranking is really not going to matter too much to the week 1 rankings because week 1 is where we actually saw football. And I also think I was one of the ones that said Chargers over Rams. I would have had the Chargers by the Packers, but ultimately the Rams went out, and that's so fine. I mean, they're right next to each other. I think the Packers could be 3, the Rams could be 4. I think the Chargers could be 5, the Rams could be 5. I mean, the Chargers could be 5, the Rams could be 6. But either way, I am very confident everybody that's up here on the stage at the moment thought process when it comes to ranking these teams. So yeah, you probably heard someone bring it up, but I cannot determine what people bring up and what they say. Fredo just said
Bring what up?
Nah, I don't know if Fredo said a win shouldn't matter. Fredo, you said that? I don't think.
No, I think he said it should matter.
Okay.
He said it should matter.
The Ravens just got.
Probably just-
I'll entertain you slash as well. Ravens got walked down while up 15. Why are they even ranked? Should be biased as fuck.
Is that from
What?
Slide?
Bro,
Yeah,
they lost to the Bills on the road. Like, obviously, like losing the lead is trash. Don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, there's no way they should have lost the lead. But
They lost to
nigga,
a
come
great
on,
team.
bro. They lost
Come
1
on,
point
bro.
on the road against the contender, bro.
saying they shouldn't be
Y'all,
ranked.
y'all
Saying they
funny,
shouldn't be
bro.
ranked is crazy, dog.
Y'all niggas.
I mean,
Is
this is
funny.
no
Niggas,
action.
niggas
It's
beat the
just
fucking Jets, and then all of a sudden they think that they should be top 10 or something, bro. Come
the
the fuck on
absolute
with that
lowest
shit,
you could
dog.
drop them on this list, like would be 4 or 5. You could not make a list and have them below 4 or 5. It just wouldn't make sense.
I agree.
Nigga, that shit say roster for a reason, bro.
Yeah, literally.
The damn,
I
they got
mean,
one of the best rosters in football game. You can't
you
drop them
can't really.
niggas, man. Like, come on, man.
Nah, Slav, the Ravens come out here and finish after this 4 games 1-3, or even drop down to 0-2. Yes, they should be out of the top 10, in my opinion. At
Yeah,
least.
if they fucking
Yeah.
lose to the
Go
Browns,
down,
then they
yeah.
should be outside the top 10
Yeah.
for sure. But
Like,
come on, bro.
Did that happen?
You said could it for sure? For sure it could happen.
Yeah.
Shit. We barely
Didn't
beat
have
them.
it
I
last
think we lost. I think we lost them last year. Yeah. Kyle Hamilton dropped the
so.
Yeah,
pick.
y'all lost them last
Y'all,
Yeah, Kyle
y'all
Hamilton
split
dropped
with
the
them
pick.
last year, didn't you, Ev?
Huh?
Think y'all split with them last year?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. Kyle Hamilton dropped the pick in the game in Cleveland. It was crazy, but it is what it is. All right, to circle back to this. Stop talking about the Steelers. To circle back to this, we are at 11 now. We had the Texans at 10. Teams that still need to be ranked, that probably was ranked, if anybody wants to go off of this, August 25th. Or teams that we just know are good teams in the football league, the Chiefs and the Lions. Also, teams that can be in consideration for this 11 spot is the Vikings, potentially. And anybody else got a different team?
I'll go.
You scroll down. I can't see that list. I'm with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm either Chiefs or Lions here. I'm trying to figure out for real.
I'm actually going Chiefs. Still, oh man, the Bengals won. That shit was ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny. The Bengals gonna end up moving down. It's just gonna be is what it is, bro. Bengals got ass. I mean, but you could say the defense looked better. You could say no. I was about to say you. No, I'm about to say you could say the defense. You could say the defense looked better than people expected, but they faced the Browns. I think you would more so. I think if you were evaluating the Bengals' performance, you would more so say, "Damn, the offense was
did not look
ass."
good.
Yeah, because they faced the Browns offense, that defense did. So you would more so be more worried about, not worried, but you would more discount the offense than give the defense credit, I think.
But you gotta factor in the Browns defense though.
So what? So you're not fat. That's what I'm. So what about the? I'm hearing what
no. I am.
I'm hearing what you're saying about us. No, what you're saying about us is fair. Like we played, our offense played one good half of football. Like I already said that. But we're also talking about a defense that might be top 5 in the fucking league that may give.
I think Myles Garrett didn't end the game by himself.
We talking about a defense that probably will, if teams that's on this list now, they will probably give the same teams who have the same offense that I think that we're supposed to have the same fucking problems. So
that's why I would leave y'all. I would leave y'all right here. I would do y'all like we did the Broncos and Commanders. We moved the Commanders up one, but basically leave y'all at the same spot because y'all Faced a
Yeah,
what we
I'm
think
gonna
is a
put
bad.
with all due respect, and this is no, I'm not have nothing against the Bengals. The Bengals are gonna come on higher than the Chiefs or the Lions on this, or the Vikings.
Vikings for sure.
But ain't no way I can put the Bengals over the Chiefs or the Lions, bro. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, ain't no way I
I
can do
didn't say.
that.
I didn't say. I said Lions, brother. I didn't
I
say
think it.
Chiefs or Lions.
No,
Chiefs
no,
or
I'm hip.
Lions.
I'm hip.
Again, this is the identity crisis of the list. What do you want the list to be? It's because if you scroll back up to the criteria, all the
Yeah,
to the
but
top.
I'm not heavily putting. Me personally, I'm not looking
Yeah.
at this. The Bengals at 12 August 25th when we didn't even see no football being played. This was just chatting. This was just me thinking of something else to do from a on a day-to-day perspective, like a random day.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
get
saying.
that.
So, like,
That's why I told y'all
yeah.
I don't really vote off of last week's list, to be honest with you.
That's
I'm
fine.
looking at
That's
I'm
fine. It's
there.
just not.
I'm there too, Ev.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
framing
All right,
it
go
like
ahead.
I
Okay,
was just
cool.
framing it like
Yeah.
I was hearing, like I said, I was hearing what Jordan was saying because I
Mhm.
said the same shit yesterday.
Mhm.
Offense played one good half.
Mhm.
Offense looked shit the second half. The defense played shit the first half, but the defense
Yeah.
looked way better second half. And
Yeah.
opponent, the Browns. We all know what their offense is. But at the same time, you have to also make that same point that you said about the Bengals, about the Browns on their defense. Every fucking team that we're looking at right now, if the Browns go out there and play them, their defense will give these teams the same fucking problems. That's facts.
That's
If
true.
I were if I were looking at this right now, I would probably go Chiefs,
I'm
Lions,
Chiefs here.
Vikings, Bengals, and then Steelers to end
No,
out
no,
this
that's
list.
if you're doing it that way, that's cool.
That's
I
how I'm ending
I
it.
don't know. You might have when you did the list on the 25th, you might
There's
not
no
have meant
way
to
I
say
can go
this.
Vikings over Bengals,
You
bro.
might not have meant to say this, but you
Like,
did say it would be we would
I think it was a more
start
impressive
this
go
win
off
for
off.
the
this
We would go
list.
Vikings.
off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing. Yeah. So if you want to, if we all agreed not to do that, then I'm cool. We're rocking with that.
Yeah.
Like just doing.
I think I did say that at the moment, but I do rather want to go off like how we've been doing. Well,
I
at
agree.
least, yeah. Okay. Cool. So be good. Yeah. Me personally, I'm Chiefs and Lions back to back. Like, ain't no way in hell I
Oh
can't.
yeah, for sure. In my real mind, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. In my real
Oh yeah,
mind,
yeah.
yeah,
No, this should definitely be back to back.
All right.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, I got Chiefs, Lions. I might personally show the Steelers some love over the Vikings.
I think the Vikings had a more impressive win,
Scoring
but I don't
30
know
or
if people
scoring that
might
many
feel
points
differently.
was definitely impressive because I didn't expect that shit. I'm like, them niggas getting 34. Yeah.
all right. So then we get to 13, and we're looking at teams like the Bengals, the
Vikings,
Steelers,
Steelers,
the
Bengals.
Vikings, and I guess for what it's
You'd
worth,
also
maybe the Niners. For what they got
I
the
was about to say
injury.
you probably have
Or they got
you have to throw
Kittle, they got
the
Ayuk.
Niners in there too, but obviously with
No,
the injuries,
sir.
that's
Them
a
niggas
question
ain't got
mark.
no quarterback
Yeah,
for real.
the injury is crazy.
Injury just
I
fucked
said
them
they ain't got
niggas
no
up.
Already,
quarterback.
it's been 1 week. Like injuries
Injury
already
just
going
fucked them
crazy.
niggas up.
I
Oh,
got the
nigga,
Yeah, I mean,
Steelers, bro.
get on IR, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I would
that's
say
4 weeks right there.
I would say Vikings, Bengals, Steelers for me these last three.
You said Vikings, Bengals. I got
I'm
Steelers.
prone to put the Steelers over the Bengals, personally. But again, I understand.
They had a more impressive win for sure. There's no doubt about it.
No, I'm leaning that way too, honestly.
So first and foremost, before we
bro,
continue,
y'all just framed it like that because how y'all seen the second half, bro. It's no way in fucking hell, bro. But I get it though. I get it though.
I mean, can you blame us because we think the Browns are one of the
No, I'm
worst
not.
teams in
I'm
the
not.
National
Go,
Football
go, go.
League?
No, I'm not. I'm not blaming y'all. But it's just y'all gonna see the Browns gonna do the same shit to other teams, bro. Like in this, we're gonna be right back
Oh
here
yeah.
saying the same shit about the Browns offense.
I'm
Then they
surprised
I'm
we.
got the
gonna
top five
I'm
defense.
surprised we got.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
surprised we
Look
got
at
this
them
far in the
niggas.
list and haven't heard divisional opponent yet. Like I'm proud of us.
wait, divisional opponent.
You
Which
know,
one?
divisional games always gonna be close.
Well, shit, we got the Browns week 2, so I mean, Ted could be right. Well, Ted typically is right in that aspect, but hopefully we can change that narrative for sure. So,
Well, I don't believe that the Ravens are going to score under 20 points against the Browns, and I think that the Browns defense can be sneaky and hurt some teams, but I don't think that's going to happen to the Ravens. Maybe
I
I end up
agree.
being wrong about that, and
I agree
Chaz, I
with
will
you.
100% admit in a week's time if I am getting wrong about that, but that's just me
Shit.
personally.
What week they play Buffalo? Shit, them niggas give us a run for our money. I'll eat my crutches.
Let's see if they play y'all this year.
Yeah, we
I
play.
didn't know y'all. I guess technically, y'all would play each other,
We
right?
play the whole.
Week
That's
16.
the division we play, ain't it?
Well, that's what we got.
Oh yeah, you're right, Tiz. I didn't even think of it. I'm burnt. Week 16 though.
Oh no, that's too late. That'll be late. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell by that time.
Yeah, I
Week
ain't
week
gonna matter about it.
position 13
We're gonna
though.
cut it down to 12 teams by then.
From a coaching, I know we don't even have coaching up here, but who y'all think have a better roster, Vikings or the Bengals?
Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do y'all think played the better team, the Vikings or the Bengals?
Vikings, easily.
Who looked better in the full course of the 60 minutes, Vikings or the Bengals?
I can't really attest to that.
Bro, that shit is what and what, bro. The team, that shit is what and what. Like the Bears, not that good, bro.
They better
The
than
Browns.
Even
better
if
than
you
the Browns though.
The Browns are
even if you
also
take on the
not that
lowest
good.
end of what the Bears are, they are better than the Browns.
Okay.
All right,
So I will say this. Yeah, that's true, but we don't know. We think the Bears are much improved because they got a new head coach. They got all these other guys. We don't know what them niggas are. And what were they last year?
They
5 and 12, I think.
Maybe 5
Like
games.
them niggas ain't. They're ass until further notice. Like they're ass until proven
But they asked
otherwise.
until further notice. But the Browns are ass. Like we are wild. They're
No,
widely known to be ass.
that's cool. But like I'm just saying I'm not like I'm with Tez in the from standpoint of like I'm not looking at like oh we got to really I'm not digging deep into evaluating the performances from one aspect to the other. It was both kind of
That both was shit. That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
Both
bro.
was shit, bro. Both was shit. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep shit 100, gang. That
The
shit was
Browns
both
were
shit.
3-14 last year, and the Bears were 5-12, and we
Okay, but they both some shit. Like I'm talking about the performances.
But
I'm
we
talking
know,
about
that's what I'm saying. Woods, even if you take it at them being, even
team.
if you take them as both being some shit, one of them is clearly better shit.
No, I'm talking about the performances.
Better shit.
I'm talking about the performances between the two teams. There was both some
Yes,
between the Vikings and the Bengals. There was both some shit. And going into the week, a lot of the talk was we thought if that game was going to be close between the Bengals and the Browns, we thought it was going to be because it was more of high scoring. We thought can the Bengals defense hold up, and they actually,
that was the talk.
Yeah, a lot of it. If it was going to be high, if it was going to be close,
I personally didn't feel that way. If it was going to be close, it was going to be because the Bengals offense looked anemic.
Yeah, I didn't
which
think,
it did for the second half.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be super high scoring because that's what you seen Sunday is typically yes we win, but that the way the game goes it typically happens the same. That's the same shit every year. Bengals Browns, that's the same shit. And I'm not saying the Browns ain't shit. That's not what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying y'all wrong. But the Bears, that shit was shit too. Like that shit wasn't nothing.
Then
Vikings offense.
You gotta go. Which team between the Bengals and the Vikings do y'all think performed better? And that's what should be on.
The Vikings. In my opinion, the Bengals should have handled that game by double digits, and they didn't. That's what it comes down to for me.
I'm with D-Mac. I thought that was gonna be a 10+ win.
That's why I put their money line on my joint. I thought the Bengals were going to handle that game.
Like, well, I thought they
started
were
off like
gonna
that. To
smoke
what
them
Ted
niggas,
said
bruh.
yesterday, they started off looking good, but then I don't, what happened. So I'm glad they won regardless for my money. But yeah,
them performing that fourth quarter, that fourth quarter definitely saved the Vikings. I will say that.
Oh, most definitely, bro. They look shitty too.
That shit was like that offense was out of all the four of the teams we talking about. That offense was probably by far the worst. No, up through the three quarters, they turned it up in the fourth quarters and that saved it. But
who, the Vikings?
Yeah,
but their defense wasn't bad throughout the course of the game, in my opinion.
No. Yeah, I agree with that.
So it's like the defense was there for the most part.
All I'm saying is that shit is splitting hairs, bro.
Play like it is.
That's all I'm saying, Jordan. I'm
saying like if you
going,
I'm saying me either. I'm saying if you're gonna evaluate the two teams, like go to roster or some shit like that. Like the performances, bro. Yeah, and I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, like the performances, bro.
But that's why I was, I'm fair. I'm with you. But that's why I asked the roster first, and who do y'all think? Yeah, that's why I asked the roster first. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And also, who looked better
absolutely.
in their game, so I can sort of kind of see how we gonna rank this. Because me personally, I think somebody said Bengals at 13. I was like, well, I'm personally Vikings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Both teams won
Yeah,
regardless.
I'm Vikings over the Bengals for me personally.
Yeah, I'll go Vikings too.
Miles, Jordan.
Vikings.
So they go. Who would you vote anyway, Jordan? Just curious.
Fuck. I'm going with. I would probably still go with the Bengals, but
What's the reason about? I'm just curious. I hear Ted. What's
yeah,
the reason behind it though?
yeah. I think for me, if I see literally 1 or 2 more weeks of like JJ continuing to improve and their offense feeling like their offense can be like competent at all, then I would go with the Vikings. I just got to see that for like 1 quarter, not gonna make me like totally shift that. Like I know what that shit looked like through 3 quarters, and that shit was terrible offensively. So if they can just show me a little bit more of that, and the teams pretty much stay the same moving forward, then I'm gonna end up flipping the Vikings over the Bengals because of the defense come on top of that.
Okay. Shaggy just said everyone picked Bengals handling business. Bengals was expected to look better than both teams, but I guess he's saying but didn't. So that's his little 1-2 in the chat. We get to 14, same crop of teams in my opinion. We're looking at the Bengals. We're looking at the Niners, and who the other team we said?
Steelers.
Steelers, yeah.
Yeah,
Steelers.
And by look at the standings, I think that's it. Steelers, Bengals probably close it
I
out.
was on Bengals, Steelers to end it out.
Yeah, I think Bengals, Steelers close it out. Raiders not worth it. Cardinals, they got to show us more, not worth it. Jags,
I got to see them against the real team.
Jags show more. Yeah, Jags can show more, not worth it.
Yeah. Now, if the Jazz beat the Bengals, then shit does get interesting.
Oh, they play next week?
Well, I see that. Yeah, they play next week.
Oh, that's
Hey, Fredo, let me ask you a question real quick, bro. So come week 3 and we beat San Francisco. Is that not a real team?
It depends who play for San Fran. If y'all beat San Fran with them niggas back, then yeah. Okay.
I got you. I kind of figured, but all right.
So who y'all
mean, if everybody's dead, Miles. That don't really count.
Yeah, you can't be mad at us for that, Miles.
Okay, fool.
Were the Niners on the preseason list?
Yeah, that's like
yeah, they probably on the back end.
They was on that bitch. That was 13.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If you play without Kittle and Ayuk.
No, Ayuk should. I don't care because that nigga wasn't gonna be back for a while. But Kittle and shit, is Purdy gonna play that nigga injured too?
Yeah, they say he uncertain too.
But I'm just saying, even just the fact that you're losing both of those guys for me is like.
And Juwan is banged up too.
The Cardinals play the Niners this week?
No, they play.
In week 3.
Who y'all play this week?
Panthers.
The Panthers.
Okay. Y'all better look good against them.
Yeah, if they look good, I mean, even if the strength is being 2-0 and probably looking good, they can probably definitely work their way in. But obviously, some of these teams will have to lose.
Yeah, facts. 2-0 got to be worth the some shit, worth the damn. Like,
but somebody got to lose though. I can't just say, because the Lions go 1-1 and the Vikings go 2-0 and the Chiefs go 1-1. I'm not putting the Cardinals over any of them teams.
Yeah, just for not even just them. Like even some of that shit gotta be worth the damn, bro. 2-0 gotta be worth something. Like it has to.
It can't. But the thing will make it tough. Because if any of these teams 1-9 lose, let's just say 1-8, 1-8 lose hypothetically, or one of them go 0-2, which is the Ravens, or one of them go 1-1, they're not going to drop. The Ravens are not going to drop all the way to 14 or 15. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like how would the Cardinals move in if these teams that's 10-13 all win, or even then the Commanders and the Packers play. But even if 9-13 all win, how are the Cardinals going to get in there? They're going to need the Bengals to go 0-2, or they're going to need the Steelers to lose to have a disappointing loss to whoever they play week 2. On top of them
1-1.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot y'all won. My bad. Yeah, Bengals 1-1, and the Steelers probably dropping to the Seahawks. And y'all play the who again?
Yeah, I said that'll be 1-1 too.
And who y'all play again this week?
Play Jacksonville.
Yeah. But even if Jacksonville get a win, they go 2-0. I'm probably looking at Jacksonville quicker than I'm looking at Carolina. But it depends on how their games go. You know what I'm saying? So
I was just about to say that. That's true. Like how you're framing it is true, but you gotta how the game go. Like what happens?
A lot of that's going because we have our theories around why some of the shit in week 1 happened, like with the Lions, with the fucking what's another team with the Chiefs. Like we have our theories about why some of this shit happens. So the body of work at that point becomes interesting because in week 2 you're gonna at least get some answers of okay, is some of the reasoning we thought some of this shit happened, like is it a trend or was it like just week 1? So like for example, if the Lions go,
I would say week 3 for that. I give teams at least 2 weeks. At
I
least
think
2 weeks.
I think it depends on
Week
what it
3,
is.
yeah, by week 3, nigga, we know what's going on. Like
Yeah,
it may be it may be tweaks here and there, but by week 3, nigga, week 3 on to the rest of the season, this pretty much what is around the ballpark, what it's gonna be and what it ain't.
I agree with you
don't
for
know,
everything.
gang. Last
It
year
depends
you
on what
had
it
the
is.
Steelers. The Steelers look good early.
Yeah, y'all believe that shit. Yeah, y'all believe it. Y'all always believe
But that's what I'm
that.
I'm
saying.
calling myself out though. I'm holding myself accountable.
That Viking shit. Well, the Vikings ended up still being. They just couldn't beat us. But that Viking shit and the Steelers
I'm
shit.
sure that there was
We're
a
not
team
doing that
last year
right
that went 2-0 to start, and
fucking
they ended up being
Steelers
trash. Like I'm sure that happened too. So
Let's talk about with us, Wes. You know what they. You know with us, they couldn't fuck with us. That's all.
I mean, still great season, great team last year, man. Unfortunate that the whole line collapsed and made Sam look
Here we
bad.
go. Here we go.
Okay, though.
I probably go Bengals then Steelers, but Steelers offense could show me something enough to where
If the offense looks competent for like 3 weeks straight, I'll believe something.
I would
I think
definitely put
Peppers
them
is going.
on.
I think Peppers is going like if he's as good as I think he will, their defense should be even better. And as long as niggas don't get hurt, 'cause they got an old ass team, so it's just really injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Fredo. The Steelers picked up Jabril?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just on him.
Oh, nah. The Steelers.
They got pissed, bro. They wanted that nigga in Buffalo. What?
They got Jabril.
yeah, I wanted them in KC.
Shit. Oh yeah, I seen y'all tweet about that. And then I seen niggas talking about that they might be in talks of trying to get Tyreek as well. Like,
are they going all in if they do that?
I saw that
That's
too.
actually a great move for them. I think that's a team yesterday when we were talking about Tyreek being on the move. I didn't even think about, but they get Tyreek. My preseason prediction for them falling off the face of the earth, boy, it looks bad, man.
Yeah,
I think if anything, that nigga going back to KC. I don't see him going.
But let me ask
We ain't got the money for that to happen.
I don't think
you
KC.
don't?
Gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
just to ask real
I thought
quick.
You got to wait till they get cut in the off season.
I think we're set on the last two teams. But Fredo, who would you put at 14 between the two?
Oh, between the Bengals and the I'll go Steelers Bengals. I'll go
Steelers. D-Mac, who would you put at 14?
I think I had Bengals.
Jordan.
Sorry, I had to think about it for a
You
second.
good, Miles?
I changed my mind. I'm going. My mind actually for real Steelers. Like with the criteria and shit. Yeah, I like the Steelers. Man.
Miles.
Steelers.
Wes.
Who all is in contention?
Steelers and Bengals. They gonna close the list out.
I think Steelers look better, man. I believe in the roster for the Bengals, or offensively more. But I'll go Bengals. I think their offense will get it together, and defensively, encouraging signs from a defense that I don't think any of us thought would look good. Granted, albeit the Browns, I think that Joe Flacco has shown the ability to get his against any team for that matter. And the Bengals, I think they should get more credit for what they did defensively in that game.
All right, I'm gonna go Bengals personally. So we have Bengals, West, and Tiz, Ev. That's 3. And then who did I not call on? Oh, the rest was Steelers. Fredo, Miles, D-Mac, y'all was Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had them at 14, so yeah, they'd be with me right there.
All right, so Steelers either way went out. Yeah, I think West made good reasoning. Definitely swung me over to the Bengals. So either way, Bengals close out the list. This is a phenomenal top 15. Wes, I know you was getting a haircut. You got any comments on how we did 1 through 15 though?
Man, I was sitting there listening, y'all. I think y'all did a pretty good job. It's too early for me to be too critical. So I like the reasoning behind why people were slotted. Also, I got $50 on Best Cut, man. Ain't nobody fucking with my barber, man. Just letting y'all know, man. Ev like to drop his little pics in the chat, man.
I ain't gonna lie, fool. Them North Carolina barbers ain't really talking about shit,
They
bro.
probably you already know.
Nigga.
So I know them
Them
niggas.
ATL barbers cut.
Them niggas
Bro, I got a
ain't
nigga in
hey,
Milwaukee
bro.
that kill all you niggas,
Ain't,
man. I ain't trying to
hey,
hear that
hey,
shit.
This
Ev, you
nigga
know,
said a nigga
hey,
in
Ev, look this
Milwaukee.
guy.
Hell nah,
Yeah,
Fredo.
Ev, you know how you
hell yeah.
like,
That's how I call my
Ev, you know
barber
how
there.
like you in a new city, right? You know what I'm saying? You walk into a shop. You feel me? Everybody do this, by the way. Everybody do this. I know everybody in this motherfucker do this. You a newbie coming to a shop. You feel me? You got a barber. You feel like he the best barber, but then as you getting your cut, you scanning the room. You feel what I'm saying? You still evaluating. Man, all them niggas look the same, man. Them niggas ain't talking about shit, man.
Wow.
Nigga look the same, bro. All niggas look the same,
Malo.
bro.
You see, he don't never drop pics when he get a cut.
Nigga, I don't need to do that.
Ted's only on the close friends when he get a cut, man. We know what's up with that. We know what that means.
Hey, that's what they at. That's all that matters.
Hell nah, bro.
Don't worry about it.
All right, shout out. Yeah, definitely too early to critique right now, but I do like how we constructed the list. Obviously, week 2, week 3, week 4, we'll see a good amount of movement on this list. But what's going to matter the most is really performance, strength of schedule / who you beat and who you played, body of work, the roster, the record, etc. And also any head-to-head matchups. You definitely should go with the team that beat the actual team as well. Billy, salute, man. Appreciate you supporting on YouTube as always. If you're on the YouTube side of things, y'all, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button on this video. We got one more activity for this week, and that'll wrap up the show today. A reminder, will not be a show tomorrow, and I may have Heaven Sent start a space on Thursday if need be, and the show will be, I guess, in the space, because where I'm working on Thursday, I can do a space. Where I'm working at tomorrow, I can too, but I just don't prefer to do so. Friday, we'll be right back here on Twitch and YouTube. So keep that in mind, and we'll be recapping a Thursday night football game, which is actually gonna be a good watch party. Yeah, it's gonna be a good watch party on Thursday night. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good watch party on Thursday night. Commanders versus the Packers. Make sure you all join the F&S Fantasy Discord for that. We peaked at Sunday. We peaked at 43. Monday Night Football. We peaked at, when I counted, 46 or 47. One of them. So 50 is definitely on the way. I forgot today to drop the YouTube and the Twitch link into the chat. That definitely probably would have all them new people that joined the Discord tap into the show today. I remember on Friday when I go live on my desktop. So with that being said, we fast forward to the last thing. We're going to, as black brothers up here, no sisters at the moment, as black brothers, we're going to, all right, cool, that stays. We're going to do this every Tuesday going forward, actually. Ranking the top 10 quarterbacks per week. I think that's just a little something extra to add to the show. Top 10 quarterbacks week. Top 10 quarterbacks. We just say weekly. A little something to add to the show. Oops. Hold on. All right.
Is this gonna be a continuous rating?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that this morning. Like, should I do a like the rankings wise, or should I just do a resetting every single week? And I think I'm gonna just do a resetting.
If you do a resetting, I will just put top 10 quarterbacks week 1, top 10 quarterbacks week 2. I would do it like that.
No, but what about the title though?
That's what I'm saying. You're
top 10 QB performances, maybe.
Top 10 QB performances weekly.
You're trying to figure out overall.
I thought you could title it week 1, like top.
Yeah, week 1.
It's gonna go down like this. It's gonna go like this. Week 1. It's gonna go under it. This just the title. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I see what you mean of the document.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Not even just for the document, weekly, just like that.
Yeah, top 10.
No, that works. So you can go find it. Yeah, that works.
Why the fuck my shit tripping? Hold on. Do I gotta enter down first, and then it's still on the center, so I go back to the left, and then when I type, it's
what you trying to do?
I'm trying to just type. Am I tripping, bro?
I mean, you trying to have it aligned a certain way, like
why when I'm
align left?
Why is it coming back? Am I tripping? Look,
you align left, right? Are you aligned left?
Yeah,
still?
I'm left. I'm left still.
And then when you type, it jumps over.
All right.
No, you good.
I had to click it again. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, we good. Oh, I gotta go back on board. Drop it to like 11. All right, week 1. Bro, am I tripping, bro? Hold on. But what the?
You glitching a little bit, bro.
Maybe because I'm not
Like
looking
your
at the
brain is-
keyboard. I think I'm.
Yeah, your brain glitching a little bit. That's all.
Hold on.
Because it's doing
What
what
are
it's
you
supposed to
trying to
do.
do?
Yeah, so it's doing what it's supposed to do.
No, bro, I'm not tripping, bro. I'm not tripping, bro. Look, enter. I'm on the center now for whatever reason. I'm gonna take it back to the left, right? I'm gonna hit it again just in case. I'm gonna enter down one, right? I'm still on the left. I'm gonna hit it again just in case.
Yeah.
I'm trying to type week 1. See, I'm pressing Shift and W. I'm not tripping, bro.
Just try typing W.
Yeah, just try typing W.
So take it back to the left. Type W with no shift. See what it just did?
I just jump back.
Yeah, that's just shit glitching there, bro.
It's not your shit glitching.
My shit don't do that.
Man, what type of shit you got?
You got some new shit.
All right, we just gonna reset everything. It's fucking me up. All right.
Just put the title on after, bro. Just put the title on after, bro.
All right. My shit button start working on something? Like, what's going on?
Is your W button not working? Try every other letter around it.
H.
Might be the W.
It's the W, bro. What happened to my W, bro? My W button not working.
This shit not funny, but damn.
Go to your browser and try to type W.
It's not working.
Like the
Yeah, it's
Ravens
not
defense
working.
in the fourth quarter.
There to do
Wait,
it.
how did that happen?
Wait, are you on a computer or are you on a desktop?
I'm on a computer.
Bro, you pray your
He
heavy hand.
just
Your heavy.
typed weekly. He just typed weekly.
Yeah, I just
Bro,
typed
your
weekly.
heavy hand ass. Your heavy hand ass. You fuck the button up.
I've had my keyboard go out sometimes. Sometimes it'll do that. The thing you
That
got to
nigga
worry about
that nigga be
is
slamming them fucking letters, gang.
sometimes if one letter go out, another letter next to it start going out.
You know some keyboards like it do begin like the button get punched in a little bit, like it be, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
this is like, it's good, bro. Like, look, this is perfect. This shit's damn near fairly new still.
It's just that button, bro.
I think it's just tweaking, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Stop slamming the fucking letters, gang.
I just typed weekly, bro.
You did.
Cause the A not even working no more either now. Bro, nah, it's the document, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Watch this. This is the document. Trust me. It's the document.
Didn't you just
bro.
type?
Trust. It's the document. Watch this. I bet it works.
It could be. It could be.
I'm wrong.
She's gonna type Google to try and search.
Nah, it's nothing working. It's not working.
I'm gonna do say slap the keyboard.
I mean, he not wrong though.
Hey,
sometimes
typically, if one letter,
smack the back of it, bro.
I've had this happen before. But
smack it in the back of his head real quick.
Sometimes if one letter starts going out,
Hey,
then the
that
letters
nigga
around
tell
it
you
will
to break
start
your
going
shit.
out.
Yeah, you're
So,
right.
Hey, unplug your keyboard and reconnect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, try doing that too.
WA and
Just
S is not
unplug the
working.
whole computer.
Aren't those? I don't have a keyboard in front of me. Aren't those next to around each other? WA.
All you gotta
Yeah, they are.
all you gotta do is flip the keyboard, smack that shit one time, bro.
It's
That
the
shit
movement
work.
keys.
Bro, I'm not smacking the keyboard, bro. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. This computer costs some good money, bro. Fuck that. All right. Let's see. We reached. All right, here we go. Thank you. Good looks. Spin it! Spin it! Spin it!
Nah, he putting on West for sure.
Dude, that's crazy. That's nuts.
They'll keep an eye on that though. That shit might happen again.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. 1000%. Oh snap! 1000%.
Yeah, he just wish he could have been a college athlete too, bro. He wanted to be an athlete.
All right.
He didn't get that team camaraderie, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, you bored.
Type shit.
You bored, brother.
You say nobody fuck with him in the locker room.
Rankings. All right, so weekly top 10 quarterback rankings. Center that. Anybody? Never mind, bro. I'm not gonna get in my head about that. Come back to the left. Click it again. Week 1. All right, there we go. We good to go. All right. Come under. And get my numbers. And then boom. Here we go. Kenny, what's the word, Kenny? All right, week 1 performances, guys. my first top of my head, I'm thinking of Justin Herbert. I'm thinking of Josh Allen. Let me just look at some other quarterbacks. I'm thinking of Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. Anybody got any other names they want to think of at the one spot or even top two?
No, we don't need to waste our
No,
time, bro.
no,
Nah,
yeah,
yeah,
they won in two games.
It's
However,
Josh.
I
got
have
with
Herbert
Josh
first.
yeah, however order you want to do it, they won in two, bro.
that's definitely one too.
Okay.
I'm
Herbert.
gonna eke out and ask Josh for how he closed the game. That fourth quarter was
Yeah,
otherworldly, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got Herbert for the same reason, but the opposite. Just because, like, from start to finish, he was
He
like,
was better.
yeah, he
Yeah,
let
yeah,
no
I
let up.
don't mind that. I don't mind that at
Yeah, I
all.
see it the other way though.
I would say Herbert had a better full game performance in my opinion.
Hold on. Quick pause.
But that Josh down 15 shit, like that shit was, I don't know, fool. I think
Down
I'm with West,
15, bro.
bro. That
I
shit
mean,
was.
Herbert used his legs well. I mean, some of the throws that Josh was making was crazy. So was Justin. So I think, but I do think I'm with Tez. I get more to the situation the nigga had to score in. Like, I got Josh at one, Herbert two though.
Yeah, I don't want to penalize. I don't want to. Only reason I want to penalize Justin for not being in that situation because if it looked like if he had been, he would have been more than capable of doing so, bro. And he was.
That's a
Yeah,
fact. That's
that's
a
fair.
fact.
That's fair. That's
He was
really
on one.
good.
Yeah, that was one of the best games and the best guy I seen him play, bro.
Like
He was
if he
incredible.
had
Yeah,
to
he
have a
was
drive, he fuck
special.
around would have probably had it.
Yeah, I saw the vision finally. I mean, I saw the vision before, like with his throws and
I
shit,
ain't
but
know
like
you nigga. What? Oh,
no,
okay.
I saw the vision. I saw the vision, but like I realized the vision. Like I'm like I might be on board type shit, you know.
I'm sure you
All
did.
I
right.
might be on board.
Can I ask a question real quick? Perry Rogers, Shaq the agent. Can you come out the mute real quick?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Shaggy. That nigga Fredo, I ain't want to say
You know who
nothing.
I am.
I ain't want to say
You
nothing.
know
'Cause
who
that's his
I am.
boy, but he kind of
Uh,
glazed them throws though.
I know who you are. What you mean? I know who you are.
No, he got
You
like
know
two
who
or
I am.
three.
Huh?
Hold on.
What throw is the
Hold
glass?
on, y'all. Hold on. You said I know who
You
you
know I
are.
am. Stop. You know I am. Stop.
Oh, that's Barry. All right.
No,
See,
that's
you come
Boring,
up here.
bro.
You come up here with random names, and it's still the show. So I
Like
can be like,
this
oh shit.
nigga, this
Like
nigga
I don't know if
rebrand.
somebody coming up here on some other shit,
Gang,
like try
this
to have a
nigga
chat.
rebrand the most I ever
Okay.
seen a
My
nigga try
fault.
to
My fault.
rebrand, gang.
All right.
Nah. I was trolling on big game. My fault.
But nah, Fredo the brother, you glazed, bro. But
That nigga
I
just
know that's your guy.
oh
I know that's your
no.
guy. The best throw was
I can name you two fucking crazy
the
throws that nigga
the
he
best throw
had.
was the best throw was the sideline jump when the nigga got out of bounds with 1 second, bro. That was impressive.
No, it wasn't even his
Other than
best
that, bro,
throw,
you
Tez.
glazed him,
Nah, it
bro.
was the one. It was the one.
That nigga best throw was the one to Palmer on the corner route because
Bro,
in
that
the
nigga was
corner
open,
under
bro. What the fuck?
the corner undercut that bitch right. I thought
Nigga
it
was open, bro.
That nigga was open, bro.
Who is that?
Niggas be killing me.
Who?
No, but
Yeah,
either
who
one
was
is
that?
fine
That
with
was
me.
hot.
Either one is fine with me.
Josh had a few for he
If
definitely
I
had a few
find the
to
tweet,
me.
I'm gonna show y'all what
The
it
whole
was.
shot to Keon was
You talking
dope.
about the all 22
I
shit?
would.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that
Yeah, I
too.
saw that one. Yeah.
Justo had. Matter of fact, fuck it. I'm going Justo.
You
Either way,
feel
I'm
me?
going.
I think it's Herbert one
I'm
though.
going Justo,
Not
man.
regular.
Yeah,
You think it's
I'm going Herbert
all
personally.
right, Herbert one.
Justo had the
that's
more
fine.
complete game to their point, and I think Justo flashed arm. He
Not a
flashed leg.
regular.
He did everything the other niggas did, bro. He you know,
I think
he
a
the
good
one,
thing.
man.
I think a good thing about resetting every week. I think it's the only way to do it anyway. But also can show you which quarterback's been consistent throughout the season as well, from a top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perspective as well. And then what quarterback that was not in any top 10 ranking but had a top 5 week and also replicated that for the rest of the season as well. So it's a couple of different ways to look at it. So yeah, I like going to 10 doing this. 3. But Lamar had a really fucking good game though. But I'm not trying to say my dog, bro. Yeah, Lamar had a really damn good game, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
He'll probably be third.
Yeah, I put Lamar
He
at three.
three.
I
He
can't really
three.
think of nobody
okay,
No, and
else.
ain't no actually ain't no problem. He is third. He is third.
He
What Baker
three.
do
Yeah,
right
he
now?
three.
okay, all right. I
He's
didn't want
third.
Where
to
we trying to
Giannis.
put? Where we trying to put
I
that?
mean, if you want to say Geno had a really good fucking game too.
Yeah, but
Geno had a
Gino,
good game. Baker had a good game, but I would still probably give Lamar.
they didn't have
Rated.
Gonzo. They secondary was
Wait, Lamar's 3.
Bruh,
I
Yeah,
would personally put
It's
Geno for
Lamar is
Rodgers
three,
for me.
bro.
No, yeah, I agree.
That's fair.
all right. We get to 4 now.
Dak Prescott? Question mark.
His receivers let him down.
Yeah, I can't
I
because
don't think that. But that he shouldn't be penalized for that, in my opinion.
no, I can't count incompletions, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's
I would
And
go
quarterback
Gino. I would
play
go Gino and
or
Rodgers at 4 or
I was
5
about to say
personally.
A-Rod.
Rodgers
I was
definitely.
A-Rod.
Penix is gonna get some love in his top 10, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect Michael Penix
Now that
either.
was he had a great game. He had a great fucking game, bro.
Penix was really fucking
He
good.
I didn't think that nigga was as mobile as
I
I
would
thought.
Gino over Jones, bro. He
Nigga,
did
he
that
threw his
shit
ACL
versus
twice,
he
bro.
did that versus the fucking Dolphins, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm glad
Yeah,
doing
that
that Dolphins
wasn't
bullshit,
a
bro.
real game, bro. That wasn't a real game,
Not
bro.
doing that Dolphins shit,
Hold
dog.
on, these are. Oh, this is yours. This is just yours. Because
Yeah.
Gino had a hell of a game, man.
Yeah,
Gino
no,
had a great game.
I'll go Gino at 5, bro, or at 4. Yeah, I'll go Gino at 4.
He said
I
Baker
got
over Gino. How y'all feel about Baker?
Baker made some great throws, but Baker was really
Nah,
inefficient.
Baker not enough.
Yeah,
Baker
I
was
can't. Yeah,
inefficient.
Baker's
Yeah,
not. Baker not in your
Baker's top
spots,
6.
bro.
I don't know
Yeah,
where
Baker
that's why.
Baker did not have
Jordan Love.
Baker did not have a good game. I didn't think it was a good game for Baker.
Yeah, I didn't think he did either.
His 2 touchdown throws were amazing though.
I got Gino.
I agree.
I got Gino.
Justin Fields had a great game.
I was going to say Justin Fields
he
too.
has to be considered.
Fields,
Justin Fields had a
yeah.
great game.
What number we talking about right now?
4.
4?
4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Justin. Give me my guy, Justin Fields.
I'm not mad at that personally.
I'm not.
They sold you, Dad.
I mean, I don't think the Fields would be this high.
I don't know.
This is a little high.
I got Gino.
I would go Gino Rodgers. I'm taking
Jordan
Mahomes
Woods
over
and
Fields for
You think
sure.
Rodgers was better than Fields in the game?
Yeah,
That's
the
tough.
way in which he was operating within that offense.
I think they're about to cancel each other out. To be honest,
I don't know. I think Fields
ran
flashed crazy arm talent in that game.
He threw over the middle the best I've ever seen him throw. Like he was making throws.
Special throw.
That's a great point.
Hurts.
Split 2 defenders to hit
Hurts
the tight end in the middle.
Hurts had a
Gutsy,
I ain't never seen Fields act like that.
Jalen Hurts not this high, bro. That
Hurts is
he on the list.
He won the best quarterback in his. He won the best quarterback in his game.
He could be top 10. He just gotta wait until around 10.
He said he just gotta wait.
All right. So
we're putting Caleb Williams there, boys.
He made no mistakes.
It's sad because Dak was great to me, but Dak probably not.
Jordan Wilson, what's good? Jordan Wilson. Who you put at 4? Jordan Wilson. This is what we got for the weekly top 10 quarterback rankings. We're gonna shuffle every week.
Let me see. Yeah, Hurts. Yeah, Jordan Love. Yeah.
Wait, huh?
No, I'm just thinking.
Oh.
I'm thinking. Rob? Yeah, I'm going Jalen Hurts. I'm not gonna hold you.
Jalen Hurts.
All right.
I mean, like his number. Like,
I mean, it's not the worst. We just didn't have to.
He didn't.
Hurts did have a good game though. It's not like he had a.
Yeah, he won the best quarterback in that game.
I'm not gonna be biased. Game, but I'm not putting him over the fact that what the throws that Gino had to make, the throws that Rodgers had to make. I'm not putting over what Mahomes had to deal with. I'm not putting him over what Fields created with. It's like, no, I'm not putting him over those guys for stuff that they had to do. No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was even better than Dak.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't better than Dak. Dak was balling.
He wasn't even better than Dak.
Why was he better than
quarterback in his own
game? I did ask him on the fly, guys. I did ask him on the fly.
Airs.
Yeah, low fly.
I'm just stating why I disagree.
Let's not beat him up. All right, so D-Mac, there's one spot at a time. I know you dropped your 4 and your 5, but you are Gino.
So Gino with 4.
Fredo, who you got at 4?
I got Gino too.
Jordan Woods.
Gonzo though? Okay.
I mean, they didn't have Gonzo, but the nigga still got sacked. Like it was under
Gino.
pressure. He still made some crazy throws in tight windows. Like the back shoulder, he threw it was a tight end. He threw a back shoulder to. That was crazy.
Do the Patriots have a widely viewed or should be good secondary without Gonzo though?
They solid.
That safety room is questionable as fuck.
The answer would be no.
The answer would be no. Without the
but he still, even in that context, he still did what he did. Like it's not like he put up 250 and 2 touchdowns against that secondary.
If you're talking about performance relative to the defense that they're going against, then and saying that takes Geno out of it, then I would still put Rodgers ahead. The Jets defense is talented. Brandon Stevens is ass, to be fair, but the Jets defense is talented still.
That nigga, bro.
Hey, you always gotta have a wing link, bro.
I'd probably go Roger. I feel more comfortable with Rodgers than Geno. Or
I think someone just
Fields.
Appreciate that sub. If you just, well, I think that noise is when somebody subs. If I'm not mistaken, I need to change that. It's throwing me off. Yeah, someone just subbed on YouTube. Thank you for subbing on YouTube, man.
So is the Geno shit a yards thing? Because he threw for a lot of yards.
Impressive throws.
If I speak,
it was a throws, bro.
Okay.
Who'd you put?
Yeah, Geno, no, for real, Tez, on all seriousness, Geno's game film, special, bro. All 22 for Geno, I saw yesterday. Special.
I gotta tap in.
Special Geno game, man. And it's the fact that he truly pushes the ball down the field. It's not a lot of dinking.
He always really did that though.
Exactly. So that's what makes his games or his performances come off so special. Because like the 1-to-1 touchdown to interception, it's like, well, and the interception he threw was a ball like he took a chance and it bit him in his ass. But still, really, really great throws, man.
What did Daniel Jones end up with? I'm not putting him here, but like, what did he end up with?
He had 3 touchdowns on the day.
Played well. I just don't know what they.
I don't even see his name.
He played well.
He was 272.
Yeah, 272. Okay.
Who they play?
They played the Dolphins. He had a pack.
That's not a real football game, bro.
Hold on, someone. Hold on. Quick pause.
I mean,
I don't.
Quick pause.
Okay,
just trying to address this new person. Appreciate you subbing for one. I'm gonna ask a question to the stage. I'll respond first and let other people respond. Niori. Just got offered a trade. I sent RJ Harvey and Tyler Warren, and I received Tucker Kraft. No, wait. He received Tucker Kraft and Travis Etienne.
Nigga, yes.
He sends who? He sends
RJ Harvey and Tyler Warren and received Tucker Kraft and Etienne.
Deal, yes, now.
Also,
if
Novi is in here, you're in the watch party one, not the Daily Show one. Because I can see them in the watch party thing with Jada. I don't know if they're trying to speak on stage, but they're definitely not trying to speak. They're definitely not trying to speak on stage.
Give me.
I just want to double check.
Yeah, I think I
don't even need context for that team, though, bro.
I need context for the team, but I lean Warren.
I would be on the Kraft Etienne.
Yeah, that's why I said no quicker to the Warren. But Tucker Kraft is going to be good too, though.
No, but that's the thing. I think Warren is going to be better than it. Like I think Warren is going to be. Maybe
Jordan Love going to throw to them tight ends.
Get Kraft and Etienne though. I know Harvey going to take over the backfield.
Do you know for a fact what Etienne going to be this year?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, with Cohen, yes. With Cohen, yes. If he don't get hurt, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if one game's good enough to.
Okay,
I think niggas is significantly overreacting to the Colts shit based on the quality of opponent that they played.
Yes.
Like, don't get me wrong, Warren is going to get peppered with targets, but that shit is not going to be as easy as it looked for them.
Shit, down gonna get targets too, bro.
How you not gonna bring up quality opponent for Geno? Who the fuck was on Patriots defense yesterday? That shit was terrible.
That's cool.
That's fair. I mean, that's not as bad as Miami, but that's
yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I just don't know what ETN do that.
They didn't even get pressure as much as fucking the y'all did against fucking Geno now.
We did not get that much pressure. Stop gassing this.
Did they even sack Daniel Jones one time?
It was a rudimentary. Again, it was the same thing that Brian Daboll did with Daniel Jones. Hey, we're going to run a lot of read options. We're going to do a lot of RPOs. We're going to make sure that we protect Daniel Jones in the ways in which he attacks his team. We don't have to put a lot on his plate because we know we can attack him and dominate them at the line of scrimmage. His tape wasn't nearly as impressive as any of these quarterbacks we're talking about.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you.
You don't have to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm talking to Wes. I'm not talking to you.
What?
My team.
We know you a fucking dumbass.
I'm not talking.
We know you a fucking dumbass.
Whatever y'all do, do not use the
Don't
D
worry.
word. Whatever y'all use, do not use the
Two
D
dumb
word.
niggas yapping. All right,
Whatever y'all do, do not use the D
I'm
word.
tired of getting muted, man.
Whatever y'all say, do not
I ain't
use
said
it.
the D
Cool.
word
Y'all
not
can
one
just
Ed
time.
don't need to
no,
have
no,
that
I'm just saying, whatever
conversation.
y'all do. Yeah, y'all can just mute each
All I
other, to
do
be
is
honest.
give you the belt
You
every
need to
day.
go back to work, bro.
All I do is give you the belt every day.
You need to go back to work, bro.
But look,
Y'all
Damn,
I
good?
nigga, you supposed to
understand
do
where
your
you're coming
job.
from.
We can niggas bringing up Daniel fucking Jones.
Shaggy, my only thing that I would say for Gino though, compared to Daniel and cause quality opponent is fair. Neither of them faced a quality opponent. I think Gino's game film though, like I was just saying to Tez, how he was pushing the ball down the field, the throws he was making, I think it's just special. But again, weak defense. So if you want to penalize him for that, I understand, which is why I didn't have him this high. I think he's definitely top 10 this week. But I understand him not being that 4 for somebody.
I think I'm also contextualizing, and this might not
I know you
be.
can. Keep it consistent, unlike some people up here. But yeah,
Oh,
You,
look at him. Look at him wanting my attention still.
I think Gino can also. I think I've also seen Gino. I feel like I've also seen Gino do this against defenses that are better as well. I think that's also. It makes me feel like it's not just a fluke performance. So that also creeps into the back of my
Daniel
mind.
Jones's tape wasn't even nearly like it wasn't halfway as good. They didn't ask him to make a bunch of difficult throws like they did for Gino, especially not under duress. It's just not the case. He's not in these conversations.
So, a lot of Genos look like Geno will be penciled in at 4. For what y'all was saying up here, and who y'all selected at 4. So we then going to head over to 5 just to wrap this up soon. 5. Who are y'all going? Who are you going with? Ted. I see you, Barry. Hold on, Ted. So you going with 5? If you had to say a name or Barry. I know this is like random doing this on the fly, y'all. So we're gonna get in the habit of it a little bit.
I'm thinking with that.
Jack, okay. West, Tiz.
At 5, who got slaughtered at 4?
Gino.
Gino did. We 5 is tough. I think Dak he played a hell of a game. I don't think though.
And why?
Yeah, because it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. That's tough. That's a tough one for me though.
And while he's thinking,
Pretty
my vote
different.
is Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead.
A-Rod.
Mine
That's
is
too
too.
high for me.
Okay.
I would go.
Yeah, I have Rodgers too.
All right.
I think I'd go Penix over Rodgers, but
Really?
I think Penix was great in that game, man. And seeing how his receivers got hurt, winning the game without wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1 got hurt during the game. And when we talk about big throws and tough throws, he made them. Every throw to the sideline, like the way he was, especially that last drive, the way he was pushing the
I'm
ball down
Phil.
the
Yeah, I
that
can't. I was in the chat, but now I'm hearing you, Wes. My fault.
that's all I was saying. But I'm not mad at Rod. I think Fields outplayed Rodgers though, truthfully. But I
Me
could be
too.
wrong about
Me
that
too.
because
I'm
I
Fields,
think I'll
Penix,
vote Fields.
Rodgers, but
I,
I
I
ain't gonna
vote
lie. So
Fields.
what Wes saying, nigga, that last drive, nigga, that nigga turned his head. That nigga had a game-winning touchdown, bro. Facts.
But yeah, my vote is Fields. For yeah, if it's between those guys, I'm gonna go Fields.
Okay. Jordan Wilson, if you wanna share.
I didn't see too much of this game. I'd say Rodgers. From what I did see. In terms of how he played.
Make sure you pull up
Say
next
what?
Sunday, bro. We watch all the games in here. Every
Yeah,
Sunday.
for
More
sure.
TV, YouTube TV. Sunday ticket.
I
Same
got
shit.
you. I got you.
All right, so A-Rod is going to win that out. Me personally, such a A-Rod. Me personally, you're looking at Fields, you're looking at Dak, you're looking at, for Mahomes, I guess, you're looking at Penix. Those are some of the names that come to my mind. Jordan Love, for what it's worth. Some of the names that come to my mind as far as top 10 performances. Anybody want to step up to the plate and share a quarterback?
Jordan Love is not
Rodgers.
Jordan Love is not with them other names you named, but he probably still be top 10. But he might not be
You want
actually.
to take a shot at him at that point? I named 5 guys. You said Jordan Love not with them 5 guys.
No, Well, just because like when I think about Mahomes' performance, when I think about Penix's performance, when I think about what's the other guys you say, he just
Dak.
don't measure up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just Dak, he could probably be with Dak maybe, but even I thought Dak was
I think
still
I said
better.
Fields too. Yeah, Fields.
Yeah, he not with Fields,
Yeah.
Mahomes, and Penix. He's just not.
Oh,
For this
I don't
particular
have
week.
Fields right here.
Yeah, I got
I
Fields.
have Fields
Was
Wait,
too.
I'm
it
confused.
top
Who was number 5?
I mean, for what
Five,
it's worth,
A-Rod.
go to
Yeah, A-Rod
A-Rod.
went out.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah.
Oh, so six. Yes,
I
got
would
Yeah,
you.
I
and if
would
you are doing the Jordan Love thing, then just for the pool, Hurts can't. I don't want to lose Hurts either in that pool.
for what it's
I
worth,
would
Love had a 92 QBR and a 129 rating. For what it's worth.
Yeah, that don't
I
mean
would
much in the game
I
though.
would
I don't know.
be I thought that Love, obviously I did the video on it. Like I thought Love had a really good game. I wouldn't have him above Mahomes or Dak or Fields personally. I think him and Penix were kind of similar to me. Um,
I don't think Dak was the best quarterback in this game. He played.
I agree with that.
Like, I think Hurts outplayed him. Even if
Oh yeah, I don't feel that way at all.
Yeah, I don't.
Feel that way at
So
all.
even if I think that had CD made those throws, or caught it, that probably changes my answer. But I can't give credit to yards and completions that.
But that's
didn't
not
happen.
evaluating his performance at that point. Then Jordan.
No, but like but again, like Hurts was damn near perfect, even if he didn't have to do a lot. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but perfect to what though? Like he wasn't.
I mean,
Not making
Hurts didn't
mistakes
push the
doesn't make
ball
you
down the
perfect
field.
though.
Like Hurts didn't push the ball down the field. When he faced pressure, I don't think he capitalized.
He didn't push the ball down the field though, but like he took what the defense gave him. Like at the end of the day, the defense.
But the defense is
That don't
also
make you better.
terrible.
That doesn't mean you out.
That doesn't matter too.
Like that, the deep. Yeah, I don't know. I understand looking at it that way, but I could never do that because it's like, still, I want to evaluate what you did on the field and how impressive what you were asked to do was. What were you tasked with, and how impressive was that? When it comes to Hurts versus Dak, I'm gonna lean Dak in that game.
Me personally, I agree. Although Dak did come
Yeah,
up with
I'm
the win,
going.
Hurts got the win.
I,
But, yeah.
I think I would probably go Mahomes, Dak, Fields. Would be how I put the next 3.
Man,
What's that? 7, 8, 9.
Man,
6, 7,
you
9?
really KC bias be killing me, man. You really
I mean,
think
considering the circumstances for Mahomes, bro, I don't think that's unfair.
I don't think Pat played better than Justin Fields.
man, Fields was
I am
good, dog.
maybe, and I thought Fields was really good. But the things Mahomes had to create.
Hold on, you went out. You
Yeah,
went
you
out
went out
before
in the
that.
No, sorry, I went out. No, the things that Mahomes had to create throughout the game, like I thought was incredibly impressive, and then especially with what he had to bring with his legs. Now, as far as the Justin Fields aspect of it, like I thought he was really good. No two ways about it. He threw the ball over the middle of the field with anticipation, which is always great to see. Obviously, he brought his legs advantage as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's
Yeah, I don't want to I know what we're trying to do with Dak, and I think he deserves a lot of credit, but I still don't want to. Like, I think these other guys, like, were better still. Like, I think Mahomes. When I'm looking at Mahomes, Penix, Fields in one bucket, and then maybe Dak at leading the charge for that second crop of guys for their performances for the week. Like I would go probably Fields, Mahomes, Penix, or something like that. How many spots we got left? 3. We got 2 or 3 spots left.
we got 6.
We had 5.
Oh, we have 5 spots.
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
5
So yeah, there's still room for Dak to be rewarded. I think. But just over
Yeah, top
Penix,
10.
over Fields, over no, I can't go that
Yeah,
far.
I'm with you with that, Jordan. I would go Fields. I know I won't say all 3, but I would go Fields at 6. But I like
like-
that crop. I like that.
Yeah. I'm with you.
The
'cause
crops
it's
are-
yes, we can say that Dak should have had more stats. But we have to actually reward what happened. Like, yes, it sucks niggas dropped the ball, but what happened was Justin Fields he had more stats and he still played to a similar level. So you kind of have to reward that.
And
Yeah,
you
I'm
still,
not at Fields with 6 at all.
And then you still reward, assuming Dak will be top 10 somehow still, you still reward him because, like, to the naked eye, someone go look at the stat line, Dak, 188 yards, 21 to 34, and you go to a top 10 list, like, he was top 10, but, like, so put the film on.
Go watch the tape, yeah, and then you see.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't have any issues with that.
Okay, let me act the stage. Fredo, who you got at 6? 6.
It's Fields. I got Fields right here.
D-Mac, Mahomes, Jordan Woods.
That's tough. But Mahomes actually was pretty good. I'm gonna go Fields. Though.
I was there as well. Both of you all. Jordan Woods. I know you're still hurt. Barry. Might have said freaking Perry Rogers. Barry. All right. Tiz, West.
Where
we at?
I thought I said Fields already. Yeah.
Fields. So Fields will win out. Tiz, you can just tell me who you got at 7.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Wait, come back to me. Come back.
I'm Mahomes right here. I'm with D-Mac on Mahomes. Wes, who you got?
Yeah, I'll side with. I'm gonna give Mahomes credit for especially losing talent in game. So yeah, I'll go Mahomes here. Penix was really good, though. I think Penix has got to be the name. It's between Mahomes to me.
Same.
Yeah, I'll give it to Mahomes. I think Mahomes and then Penix, and then we can go. And then we can pretty much talk about Dak and Jalen.
Mahomes and Penix dealt with the same thing, though.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, they were both really fucking good, bro.
Did Mahomes really do anything in the first half? Like, I'm talking about just the first 2 quarters in general. No, obviously what he did on 3 drives, but
well, so one of his drives got ruined by the Hollywood Brown drop. And then the deep shot to Thornton in the second half should have been another touchdown, but Thornton ran the wrong route. Now I can speak with that detail because I watched every single one of the throws. I can't speak with that detail of Penix, so I will be perfectly honest because I haven't had a chance to go through his entire film yet. But I can't tell you those 2 things.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm actually going to side Penix, and only reason I think Mahomes missed more throws than Penix. Mahomes definitely missed some throws in that game. Some deep shots, deep balls, overshot some receivers. And for that, I'm going to go Penix. Because I think they had very similar situations, very similar games. Both utilized their legs. Both made really good plays, some good throws as well. But I think Mahomes had more misses, so I'm going to side Penix, actually.
I cannot speak to what Penix did. On film, he only missed 3 throws, and one of them was a deep shot. That's just how I charted it. And again, people can watch the film and disagree with you. I'm just pretty clear before I say that. I want to give that's my viewpoint on it.
I respect that.
All right.
Yeah,
I haven't seen his all 22, so I could be wrong about my count on it. I probably am. Live games it's not the same.
Yeah, all I saw was Mahomes cut up. I didn't see any Penix shit either. I still probably lean Mahomes. But I think they're really close, so I don't really care which order. But I'll probably go Mahomes, then Penix.
Okay. Anybody else did not vote?
I'm Penix.
Penix, West, Penix, Tiz, Barry.
Penix.
Come on, gang.
Wait, my fault. I ain't gonna lie. I did ass was not trying to do that. I swear to God.
So that's even worse. That's even worse.
I said Penix.
Penix, gang. Michael
Penix. Okay, for sure.
Jordan Wilson, did you still hurt, or you want to say somebody else now?
Well, I was gonna say, out of the 2, that's tough. I didn't see, like I said, the Falcons game. I saw bits and pieces of it, but I mean, I'll probably lean Penix because, like I said, I don't think Mahomes did much in the first half. So
we all putting Mahomes at 8. My bad for cutting you off.
Yeah, Mahomes would be at 8.
Dak is undisputedly should be 9 then, if I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm giving Dak some love.
All right, Dak, and then
and Jalen should probably round it out at 10.
Respect Daniel Jones.
I mean,
I go hurt Jones.
I'm playing.
Yeah, he would be at number 11. He would be in 11.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look through just real quick, just make sure I'm not missing anybody.
Yeah, same.
I can't put my think
He's not getting at 10. I want to be very clear before I say this, but I tell you what, Cam Ward's tape looked a lot better than that stat line did.
It,
Oh
it
yeah,
sure did. It sure
absolutely,
did. It sure
absolutely.
did.
Serious
Yeah.
thing.
I
Cam
don't know
Ward,
what I saw out of
I,
Cam, bro.
I was really impressed with Cam, bro, and
Yeah.
Five
it's
or six
sad
throws that could have been completed.
that
More.
offensive weapon. Ah man, they need to trade for Tyreek. I guarantee you he'll hit Tyreek.
So the two names that I would mention, I think that Daniels had a very similar game to Hurts. And I think I liked his a little bit more. And then I think Love was better than both. So that would be
Oh,
my
I forgot about
stance on
Love.
10.
I think Love was
Forgot
better
about
than
Love.
Dak.
I don't think he was.
You're
I don't know. I didn't think
island
Dak was
alone
like
with next to bro.
no, because I think Dak was solid for what the situation called, but I think overall, like I didn't think it was anything like he had a good game, but I think there were obviously the CD stuff left room for an even better game.
Ooh,
But
Love and Hurts. Love and Hurts. Love and
like
Hurts.
I don't know, did Dak
Love made
I might
Y'all hear
go with.
Jordan? Y'all
Yeah,
hear
no, I
Jordan?
hear.
Yeah, we hear Joe. Sorry.
Oh no, that's yeah, I hear.
Nah, they said hey, it's over with. We don't care about that.
and I think also we did this thing too where it was like, okay, well the lightning delay happened, so just
What happened in the second
eliminate.
half didn't matter. I understand that, but I still think that the wide receivers let them down too much in the second half for me to really put a lot of weight as far as that is concerned. But I understand your point because obviously both offenses stalled in that aspect of it.
Right.
But that would also be a thing that I would say I don't think Hurts was particularly good in the second half. Though Love's offense slowed down too, so it's like I don't know how much I want to weigh that against it. I don't know. For me, it would be Love, Daniels, Hurts if I was ordering kind of the next guys to talk about.
I forgot about Jaden. I would still go.
I think you talking Jaden Daniels or Daniel Jones?
Jaden Daniels.
He kept saying Daniels. Saying
Daniels.
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels wasn't bad. They just had bad drops and penalties.
That's what I say. I thought that
He was
Daniels and
comparing
Hurts
to
kind of
Hurts.
had a very. I think Daniels and Hurts had a very similar game in which they both did a good job at taking care of the football. Me personally, I think that Daniels did it versus a tougher defensive matchup as far as the pressure that they were able to create as far as the Giants. But even still, obviously, he was able to negate it. So.
85 missed some throws too, though, bro.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think y'all penalizing enough for missed throws.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't. That's why I didn't have him in there.
That's why I would have them both behind Jordan.
Behind Jordan Love. Yeah.
I'm actually looking at like some of these like games I didn't watch. Did Kyler have a good game?
He was okay.
He's not in these talks.
Not good enough to be in this list.
Not in these talks.
Not from what I saw. No.
I think these are the names. I think Jordan. These are the names. Spencer Rattler surprisingly could have ended up here.
Yeah, he had some solid plays, man. I did not mind Spencer Rattler's tape.
I was surprised that
What about Baker?
I lean Jalen because of what he did with his legs. Nah, Baker was too inconsistent.
Baker had 3 picks in that game.
What number we at now?
10.
10, basically.
10. Who's
I got Jalen. I got Jalen.
Dak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Dak? Who was 8?
Mahomes. Penix was 7.
Okay. So was Dak better than Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Not to D-Mac. D-Mac is there with you. He thinks
I think Jordan Love was better to me personally, but
I would have Jordan Love 10 personally.
I ain't trying to fuck up y'all convo. My fault. My 10 is my 10 average Jordan Love. That's my vote.
Okay. I like Jordan Love. Shout.
Give it to the kid.
That would be mine as well.
He had like a 95 QBR. Give it to the kid.
QBR. Yeah, 92 QBR.
I mean, Hurts had a 94.
He did. That is true. He did.
He did.
He got that off of using his leg.
But that matters to me. Like it's what
that does matter. Absolutely, it does matter.
I think Hurts deserves respect, even if you don't put him here. Like I'm not. He should be in that consideration. Yeah.
I thought. Yeah, he definitely deserves to be in the
combo.
combo.
He's a better quarterback. Give me Hurts. Fuck Jordan Love.
He said, "Fuck."
So we all
I would
went
probably go with. I would probably go with Hurts too,
All right, Hurts
but
gonna
it's
close this out.
whatever.
Yeah, Hurts gonna close
It's
this out.
what and what.
All right.
Wait.
Wait, what happened?
Okay.
Love definitely
I-
played a better defense,
Who
though.
were you with? D-Mac,
He
what you trying to
did.
say?
Well, it was me, Tez, and you would love. All right, unless you went with Hurts. I'm sorry, too.
Jordan Wilson with Love as well.
Yeah.
I got the
Jordan
votes.
Wilson with Love. So that's
Because the funny thing is, because you used to one had 94 QBR, one had 92. It's like Hurts had a 94 rating, Love had a 129. So
I
it's
don't care
like-
about that. I don't care about that QB rating shit
No, I'm just, it's,
as much.
All right,
But yeah,
close
you're
it out.
true.
it doesn't
Yes,
matter in the
yeah,
grand scheme of things, but it's just another like data point to
yeah.
if you're trying to.
My bad, Wizard.
know.
Is it still a lag? My bad.
But how much?
Ev,
How much is the?
Ev, I didn't
much is
mean to
QB
change the vote.
Nah,
I didn't
you're
know.
good.
I just didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
How much is QB rating with the? I don't want to nerd out, but any legs factor at all in
Factor
QB
in
rating?
No,
it's just-
there
Oh
is
well,
none.
yeah.
It's just
Oh
throwing.
yeah. I don't care.
no legs. It's all
Yeah,
throw.
I
No
don't
legs.
care. In this
It's all
case, I don't
QBR.
care. I should say. In this case, I don't
Right.
care.
Milo, come here. Come
Yeah,
here.
that's fair. It's completely
Come
fair.
here.
Let's see.
Man, we got to set up a play date, man. Milo and Thor got to
Make
meet.
my own. I'm making my
Man,
own
Thor
QB
big
stat.
as hell,
Fuck
dog.
this.
Milo big as hell too.
Let's see, Love. Let's see. You took notes.
Make my
No
own
turnovers.
QB.
That's a fact.
It's 0
Thor
turnovers. You
heavier.
took
I
no
think
sacks.
Thor is heavier than Milo.
Chill out. Everybody that came through, just give y'all some updates. Come here. Just to give y'all some updates. Again, no show tomorrow. Could be back Thursday. Thursday will be a space if anything though, because I cannot be at my desktop. Friday we're back in the desktop. Also Thursday we were watching the Commanders and the Packers game on Thursday Night Football live in the Fact and Stats Discord. Make sure y'all join the Discord. But we have more people watching on YouTube right now than Twitch. That's crazy. Well, that's surprising. But either way, if you're on the YouTube side of things, make sure y'all hit that sub button as well. And if you're on the Twitch side of things, make sure y'all hit that follow button. Thank y'all for coming through to the 3 hours and a half show today, talking about the Vikings and Bears recap, giving y'all a dive into the Fact and Stats Fantasy Football League. I'm about to actually work my phones in a second for a trade. We did our first week 1 Fact and Stats power rankings. And also we did the top 10 quarterbacks from week 1. I'm going to tweet out the rankings and the quarterback thing in a second. And I'll make sure to let the people know that it was done as a collective. And I enjoyed it doing with you all. Thank y'all so much for coming through to the show today. Is it any WNBA thing? We ain't watched no WNBA. Well, this last game of WNBA.
I'm actually interested to see those power rankings.
Oh, you didn't see the power rankings? I'll show it to you real quick. What's your thoughts real quick?
Hey,
Yeah.
brother, it's some good college games Saturday too. I don't know what day you want to got down.
So we gonna
you
go-
feel me? Do it, but it's some good games this week though. Last week was bullshit, but this week gonna be pretty good.
We're gonna go on. We're gonna talk about a college game this Friday, and then long as I do not have to work or anything, because I'm done going out the crib or shit like that. We'll then watch these college games on Saturday all day too. Same thing with the multi-view on YouTube TV in the Discord. So keep that in mind too, y'all. And good luck to
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, this is what we came up with for this power rankings though.
Okay.
Chan said Penix will be on this list every week. Anything you'll change? Looking at it off of week 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard to think off the top. Like it looks pretty solid for the most part. Let's see. I guess obviously like the way you think of these teams coming into the year probably factors in, but I think the Packers probably had the best week 1 performance probably out of this group.
That's what I said.
Yeah, because their defense.
Yeah, that was a big
mainly.
surprise. Yeah.
Rams, good. Chargers, Bucks. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good list. I guess I'm kind of surprised the Texans are still kind of made the top 10, but I guess people
The roster.
feel highly about the Texans. So
Yeah, the roster and stuff like that. That's how
That's
they
fair.
still got up there. But
the Chiefs at 11. Okay,
yeah, Chiefs
Interesting.
Lions drop for them. They gonna
okay,
get
that's
their way back
interesting actually.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good list. I
Um,
probably think Pittsburgh. I think probably Pittsburgh should be a little bit higher, but I think it's still early. So
Yeah, Chan, that's what I said. I said I would switch Ravens and Packers. The Ravens went out though at 3. But yeah, man, it was a good power rankings. The fact that Fantasy Football League talks were pretty good today as well. Again, I'm probably going to try to work my phone and see if I can pull up with a trade today. And then we also had a good recap of the Vikings and Bears game that went about an hour. So everybody that came through to the show today, thank y'all so much. Again, if there would not be a show tomorrow, I will definitely tweet that out. And if it will be one on Thursday, it will definitely be via Spaces. And then Friday, I'm back here on my desktop being able to host a show here, recapping the Thursday night football game, looking ahead to the Saturday college football games. Fridays are going to be for college football, actually. Looking ahead to the Saturday college football games. And then Sunday morning, don't forget, the show is back on Sundays at 11 a.m. So we're right back here on Sunday. And it was a good first Sunday in a long time where we previewed the games, talked about fantasy football, and then shared our best bets live on the stream together with everybody. So make sure y'all pull up on Sundays at 11 a.m. Friday, previewing the Saturday games. And then Friday, we also recapping the Thursday game as well. And that'll be that. Thursday, if anything, will be a show. It'll be Spaces. No show tomorrow. As I'll be working. So I will not be able to host a show. And thank y'all so much for coming through today. Make sure y'all follow on Twitch. The Twitch is on the screen if you're not familiar with Twitch. Or if you're already on the Twitch and you're not following, make sure you follow. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that sub button. And make sure y'all follow Facts and Stats on Twitter. That is important. I always will tweet out things in regards to the show. And then do not forget, I do a space in the morning time at 10:30, y'all. Space in the morning time at 10:30. So pull up. Thank y'all for coming through today. Wizard salute. Thank y'all for coming through today. Peace, blessings, and love. And I will talk to y'all very soon. Thursday or Friday. Either or. And also Sundays are back as well. So I'll talk to y'all. Y'all have a good one.